Welcome to another edition of Real Sports Live, Southwest.com. Freddie Dea is here with you. We're at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center in Laredo, Texas. District 29-6A Thursday night football, or Thursday night game of the week. United South playing host to Laredo Nixon. And we got a doozy tonight as the United South Panthers coming in 1-3. Last week losing to Harlan. In San Antonio, we had that game, and we have a little surprise that Coach Koss will give you guys. We had an interview with him before the game, and we'll get to that. And, of course, Villalon for the Laredo Nixon Mustangs also had a few words, and we'll get to those here in a bit. We're in our pregame show brought to you by Ram Country Auto World, as our pregame show is brought to you by Ram Country Auto World and Hacienda Ford. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Roku, and our YouTube channels. As we'll be back with more after this. You're watching RealSportsLive.com.
It's the Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale where you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
The Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale is going on now. You can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
And we're back live at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center in Laredo, Texas. You're watching RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. United South, Coach Koss, you're going to see number 12 in the backfield. Last week we did see Brian Benavides as a quarterback slash running back as they kind of gave him a freedom of understanding the offense, and as Coach Koss is going to mention in the interview, is understanding that he now as a quarterback, him playing the quarterback position last week and the previous week, he has a better understanding of the game. So we'll go to that interview with Coach Koss. We'll be back with more after this. Real Sports Live. Freddie Dea with Coach Koss, United South Panthers. Week 1, District 29-6A opener against Nixon. They're coming in 4-0. You're coming in 1-3. Coach, having Brian in the backfield last week and being QB, how do you feel his progression, and are we going to see Efrain back this week?
Well, first of all, we're talking about Brian. Obviously, you know, when you move to the quarterback position, you know, you understand the offense a little bit more. I think it helped him, to be honest with you. I think it expanded his knowledge, you know, about our offense. So that's a great thing. Efrain, you know, he's been practicing. So he started practicing. He started getting his reps on Monday. And yes, sir, you will see him out there.
That changes the complexity of how your team plays, because you have a Toby Cisneros on the outside that can make big plays for you. That opens up, of course, the running lanes for Benavides for big plays. So having that factor, Coach, how do you see tonight's game and the three keys to the game tonight?
Well, yeah, of course. You know, when you got that explosion out there with a guy that can catch the ball, run good routes, you know, that it balances you out pretty well, you know. Three keys, man. Well, you know, we got to play, obviously, three phases of the game. You know, offense, defense, put special teams together. Do not turn over the ball and tackle, man.
Those are the three keys to the game for tonight's game against Nixon. Coach, Villalon, last year, it was your first year with the program. This year, coming in, a different feel of tonight's game on a Thursday night?
Well, yeah, obviously, you know, you play Thursdays, and you hope we had enough time to install what you needed to get, you know, slot the offense, man. You know, and Coach Villalon, you know, he's one of the best at that. And have 3 days to prepare for that, you know, you're just hoping that we got enough in, and the guys are not confused, man. You know, slot the offenses, they're the real deal, man.
The guy you're going to need to key on defense, of course, is their number 12, Joseph Ibarra. That guy is explosive, just like Brian on your side. What did you guys see on film that you can kind of make sure to bottle him up, Coach?
Special kid, man. He's good at cutting that ball back inside, man. So, you know, he gets stopped on a dime, man, and then cut it back, and you know, he's got the speed to do it. That's Coach Cass at the South Panthers. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
And with that was Coach Cass, as he talked about Efrain Hernandez, talked about the backfield and Brian Benavides and his other players. And the keys to the game tonight, of course, the three facets of the game. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com. Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos. Le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
And we're back to the pregame show, brought to you by Hacienda Ford and Ram Country Auto World, 1997 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. Visit their website, www.ramcountryautoworld.com. Grant Bibb and his staff. Thursday night football from Laredo, Texas, the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. As we have a doozy tonight with tomorrow night, we're in Eagle Pass. United travels to Eagle Pass. And they take on the Eagle Pass Eagles. And then Saturday, we'll be heading to Abilene. That's right. We'll be heading to Abilene and doing a Valley game down in the up there with Joe Bowling and myself. We're gonna tag team it. So, but tonight, all alone here as well. We were waiting for our camera operator, and we're gonna take a peek at what Coach Villalon said and what the keys to the game for his team tonight. We'll be back with more after this. Real Sports Live Southwest, Coach Villalon. Coach, you're coming in 4-0, just like last year. As your non-district schedule, we were able to watch you live against Roma. That was a shootout. In the second half, they came back, but you managed to get a win late in that game. Again, Joseph Ibarra had 3 touchdowns in that game. Coach, what does he bring to the team as a senior?
As a junior, he's a good running back. But as a senior this year, the whole offseason, he worked extraordinarily hard in track, went to regionals in track with his teammates and relays. He lifted his weights hard, he got a lot stronger. He was strong to begin with, but he got even stronger. And his work ethic speaks for itself. You know, he's not a big rah-rah guy. He comes in, he's very supportive of his teammates, helps them out, but he doesn't do the speeches, that kind of stuff. They just simply see the way he works, and that's helped be a big part of leadership that we've needed from him this year.
Coach, your slot T offense, normally the defense has to look for keys, has to look at where you're going. It's very deceptive. Of course, Ibarra has gotten some big runs off of that, but you also have another complimentary back in the backfield at number 8.
Up next we have... Yes, DJ Rogelio is the leader of our secondary. In the past, he was a quarterback, actually won 6 games for us as a sophomore, and this year, should anything happen to Austin, he's going to step in for us at quarterback, but he's been the one that makes all the calls in the secondary. He's a leader of the back of our pass defense, and he's the one that helps to set up our coverage to make sure everybody's doing correctly, and his leadership's been fantastic. He works his tail off, and he's a great kid from a great family, and so he's one of those kids that you hang your hat on and you know that everything's going to be fine when he's in charge of it.
Coach, again, we throw away last year's record. It's a new season, Thursday night football. What does that entail as far as your guys normally playing on a Friday night, having to come across town and play at the UISD at the SAC?
Well, we've already had one Thursday game already this year, so the routine wasn't different. It's the first time I've been here at the SAC this season, but some of these boys played varsity football last year, so it's no big deal for them. It was tough being on 2 days of preparation because you'd like 3 days to be able to try to prepare your boys as much as possible, but South is in the same boat as us where they only got 2 days of preparation also, so that's just the way it works. And we're excited. It's going to be fun tonight.
A fun tonight, Thursday night football. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com. That's Coach Villalon, as you see in the middle of the field right now. The captains and Nixon won the toss. They defer to the second half. They'll be defending the south goal here at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. We got about 13 minutes before kickoff, and the United South Panthers will be defending the north goal. The captains for the visiting J.W. Nixon Mustangs is number 8, Hector Rogelio, the senior defensive back. Coach mentioned number 30, Alejandro Castro, number 40, Gerardo Rodriguez, and number 68, Brian Gutierrez. Those are the captains for tonight for the Nixon. And for United South, number 12, Efrain Hernandez, as Coach Koss mentioned. He will be back on the field tonight. And number 27, Jonathan Hernandez, the linebacker, senior. William Noble, number 33, the defensive tackle for Coach Koss and the defense. And number 73, Mark Trujillo, the senior offensive line. So that's your captains. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest.com.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa. with the tortillas. Si son ceritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Saritas Tortilla Factory. Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados, established in 1939, a staple in downtown Eagle Pass. Make sure you come by and visit our meat market. Also, don't forget, we are ready for Lent. So come by and see our party supplies for all your Easter needs at Eagle Grocery, La Tienda de los Venados. And we're back live as we have our pregame show brought to you by Hacienda Ford and Ram Country Auto World. Visit ramcountryautoworld.com. We are driving a 2018 Sonata, Hyundai Sonata, with 35,000 miles. It is priced to go. So if you want to go online, you can visit their website and find stock number PA7383. And you can see that Sonata gray as we get set for the national anthem. We got about 9 minutes to go. We'll be back with more after this.
STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Hey everyone, my name is Rudy with Mattress Clearance Warehouse, inviting you to come and see the best price mattresses in all of Laredo and now our new location in Eagle Pass. Take advantage of our great promotion that we have right now. For only $40 down, you can take your mattresses home today. Get 90 days, same as cash. Queen sets start at only $150. We have a wide selection of different styles from prices. Save as much as 75% off from big store prices. Call the number on your screen. Call me today.
Quality installation services from our experienced professionals. Call us for more details at 830-776-9080 or visit us at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Texas Diamond Installation. Build it right, seal it right. If you can build it, we can spray it. Installation that lasts forever.
STAT Emergency Centers. Proven leadership, experience, and high standards in patient care and services. The difference sets us apart. STAT Emergency Centers was the first to implement a modern approach in emergency room services. Voted best freestanding ER and now first to develop an independent physician-owned specialty inpatient acute care hospital. Your health care matters to us. Thank you for trusting STAT Emergency Centers and providers with your health care needs. At Given, you earn it.
And we're back to our pregame show, brought to you by Hacienda Ford and Ram Country Auto World. Week 5, and it's district play already. District 29-6A, District 14-5A. As we got some great games coming up for you. Not only today, but tomorrow on Friday night, we're going to be live from live audio from Eagle Pass, Texas, the Student Activity Center, Colesdale Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium, as we get that game started and going up in Eagle Pass. So tonight it is breezy here at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center, and we get set for kickoff here in a bit. We got the playing of our national anthem. We'll be back with more after this.
Llega un momento en la vida en que dados especiales, y cuando ese momento llegue, piense en Maverick and Rehabilitation Center es un centro de enfermería especializada y de atención a largo plazo que brinda servicios integrales para esas personas que necesitan un tratamiento especializado que se centra en la atención de la demencia y el deterioro de la memoria y que a la vez necesita atenciones de enfermería especializadas. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation, el 3106 Bob Rogers, aquí en Eagle Pass. Para mayores informes llame al 830-335-4832.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Beer. I'm the general manager of Rent Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
Utility Trailer Sales, Southeast Texas Incorporated, sales, parts, service, carrier, certified carrier, trained technician on site. Get your rentals, finance available. Come into our newest location in Eagle Pass, 5395 US Highway 57. Family owned and operated, your one-stop shop for all your truck, trailer, and tanker needs. Utility Trailer Sales, Southeast Texas Incorporated.
For all of our customers, we greatly appreciate your business and we hope to see you soon.
Is over. Stat Specialty Hospital is now open with a patient-centered model focused on expedient emergency care, short hospital stays, and outpatient services 24/7. Stat Specialty Hospital's registration process is fast, and you'll be seen by a physician within minutes. Our professional team will treat you immediately with compassion, providing only the highest standards for your medical condition. Experience the difference that sets us apart at the corner of Stat Specialty Hospital. Get in, get out, get back to life.
And we're back as we got the playing of the alma mater for the United South Panthers. As we got about 3 minutes to go, we are closer to kickoff. And we mentioned Coach Coss and Coach Villalon. The gentlemen that we're going to see out in the field, we all know what they run. And we've seen them in 4 games already. So, again, we know exactly what we're going to get. We're going to get some fireworks on Thursday night, some big plays. And both teams are ready to go and ready to show what these kids can do on Thursday Night Football, presented to you by Ram Country Auto World and Hacienda Ford. We're going to be back with our playing of our national anthem.
Are you ready? Are you ready, ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a Labor Day party.
It's the Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale where you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
is going on now. You can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. Hacienda friends saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
ER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos, le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season.
ER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
And we are back live as the Nixon Mustangs and the Laredo United South Panthers are on the field. And we get set for the first quarter. 12 minutes on the clock. And we get set for kickoff. We want to thank everybody who's joined us on our different platforms as we bring you Thursday Night Football from Laredo, Texas. As we get set, defending the North goal, United South, and defending the South goal here at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Fans trickling in from Nixon. Fans here from the south side, Laredo South, also coming in. United South will be kicking off. Actually, they'll be receiving the opening kickoff, excuse me. Of course, back deep is going to be number 1, Toby Cisneros. And number 22, Brian Benavides. So those two are going to be toting the rock here. As we get set for kickoff. And away we go. Pooch punt will be taken at about the 22 by the up man. That's number 2, Ruben Garza, to the outside and takes it to the 35-yard line. So United South will have it at their own 35. That's where they're going to have 1st and 10. And number 12 in the backfield was lost in that first game. So they're going to have two receivers to the near side, one on the far side. In shotgun formation for Hernandez. Benavides will get the ball carry up the middle. He's at the 40 and crosses the 40 to the 43. Eight-yard carry. It's a 2nd and 2 now. And quickly back on the ball. Benavides will take it, and the offensive line will be pushing forward, trying to get maybe a yard. Actually, he got a couple of yards to the 45. So 2 yards to the 45, and he moved the chains. It's 1st and 10, so 1 first down, 10 yards already on 2 carries. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation. Quick out to the 50. He's at the 45, and that receiver on the outside is number 3. That's Juan Martinez to the Nixon 43-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 with 10:52. That pass was complete. And a 1st and 10. Benavides gets it, makes a cut. He's in the clear and gets the strip there as far as his shirt gets torn off. As he goes up the middle all the way to the 33-yard line. Actually, the 27. 3 carries. And then it's a 1st and 10 as they have it at the 27-yard line. Efrain takes it to the outside. He's got an open. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. Number 12, Efrain, gets a 27-yard touchdown run. With 10:14 left here in the first quarter, the first possession only takes 5 plays for them to get into the end zone. It makes it 6-0. 27 yards there. And I was talking about the fireworks. There's the first ones right there. Is Efrain the extra point. It will be set down by number 10. That's Johnny Leal. That one gets blocked. Picked up. Try to be picked up. And that one is no good. 6-0. We'll be back with more after this.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos. Le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
So we're back. Nixon with that out of bounds will have it at their own 34-yard line, 1st and 10. That first carry will be to number 25. That's Pablo Tovar. Gets it to the 46-yard line of United South. 1st and 10. A quick handoff there on the veer. Slot T. And we'll get it to the 44 again. That was number 24. Compiat. To the 44. Got 2 yards. 2nd and 8. That one inside. The inside run. Again, that's number 25 on the ball carry, Pablo Tovar. To the 41. A 3-yard carry. 3rd. And let's call it a long 4. Just outside the 40. Give to Ibarra. Ibarra cuts back inside and met immediately. And that was number 12, Joseph Ibarra, on the ball carry. And got a yard to the 40. 4th and 3. Actually, call it 3.5. They need to get to the 36-yard line, just inside the 36. Lead block. He's trying to get that last yard, and I think he's going to get to the 41. Actually, to the 36. The line judge on the near side spots the ball. I think they're going to bring... yes, they do get the first down. That ball carry was number 25 again. He gets to the 36. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, and that's what you're also going to get. Pass outside to Ibarra, and that one falls short. It's number 1, Austin Garcia, the junior. Incomplete. Brings the 2nd and 10. 6-0, United South. And again, on a 2nd and 10, Pablo Tovar gets it to the 35, just inside the 35. A 3rd and 9, a 1-yard carry there. Under center, brings a man in motion. We'll give to Ibarra, and Ibarra steps over a couple of defenders, and they're going to spot him down at about the 32. There is a flag on the far sideline. Garcia gives it inside. Number 25, Tovar. on a 3rd and 9. Actually, after the penalty, it was a 1st and 10. It's a 3rd and 4 from the 30, and then get it to the 20-yard line, a 10-yard carry, 1st and 10 for Tovar. Ball gets a touchdown. It was touched at the 21 by Garcia, so he loses a yard. So the 21, 2nd and 11. 6:04 left. (6-0). 5-play drive to open the game, and Efrain doesn't miss a beat there. As that ball carrier right there is number 25. Paro Tovar takes it to the 17-yard line. 3rd and 7. Again, you're going to get the same thing over and over. They're going to run it, and then surprise you. As that offensive line, again, Tovar, the ball carrier. So a 2-yard gain to the 15. That's going to be a 4th and 5. And they're going to a 32. They're going to attempt a 32-yard field goal. And that one is good, as he gets it through the uprights for a 32-yard field goal with 4:40 left. We'll be back with more after this.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wind Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food. And Cisneros, so we're back live at the 22, actually at the 23. Taken by the up man again. He's to the near side. He's at the 30, cuts back at the 40. 45, pushed out of bounds at the 45 by number 3. That's Ricky Navarro on special teams. And that was Ruben Garza for the United South Panthers, bringing it all the way down. And there's a flag right by midfield, actually by the 45. So we're going to check and see what that flag is for. Want to say hello to everybody that's logged on and tuned in, watching the Thursday Night Football. There's a block in the back, so we will have the penalty assessed, and they're going to be placing it at the 35-yard line. So United South will have it at their own 35 on their second drive, 1st and 10 for Hernandez and company. Great to have him back. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Checks with the offensive coordinator, Edwin Garcia. Give it to Benavides, and Benavides gets brought down far sideline by number 7. That's J.J. Hernandez. So he gets a couple of yards to the 37. 2-yard carry there, 2nd and 8 for Benavides. 1,000-yard rusher of a year ago. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. As I mentioned earlier with Coach Cas, having Efrain Hernandez in the backfield as a quarterback kind of opens up everything in the passing game. Gives more options, and right there he connects again to the inside receiver. That's number 3. That's Juan Martinez. And Martinez has 2 catches there, complete. And that one all the way to the 49-yard line. Nice catch and run. 1st and 10, United South at their own 49-yard line. 1st and 10, that was a 22-yard pass, catch and run. And Hernandez finds a receiver, number 13, Hector Montemayor. Complete for his 2nd completion of this drive, all the way to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for United South as they drive. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation for Hernandez. Hernandez and the receivers. Toby Cisneros is down at the bottom of your screen, off the screen. Back out to the outside. That's number 13 again. And there's a flag on the play. That one was complete to Montemayor again. So the completion was a 3-yard completion, actually a 4-yard completion from the 35 to the 32. It was a 3-yard completion. Gonna see what we're gonna check that pass play to Juan Martinez was a catch and run of 12 yards, and then a 16-yard completion. Now a 3-yard completion that's negated by the penalty, and the ball is placed back at the 42 after the penalty. So it's 1st and 17 for United South. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. We'll get it to Cisneros. Cisneros working, and he's at the 40-yard line. That's where we're probably gonna spot him at the 39. So Toby Cisneros gets the completion from Hernandez and gets it to the 39. A 3-yard pass play. It'll be a second and 14. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Hernandez will keep it himself. He's to the outside, and he gets upended by number 7, J.J. Hernandez. And that one too, there's a flag on the far side. Actually, they picked up the flag. They got it to the 36. Another 3-yard play. It's a 3rd and 11 now for United South. 3 receivers are to the near side, 1 on the far side. Shotgun formation for Hernandez. Benavides on his right side. Dropped back, looking downfield, looking for, and checks it down to Benavides at the 40. He's at the 35, makes a move at 30, and gets it to the 27-yard line. So complete. And they're to the 28. It's going to be a 4th and 3. That's an 8-yard catch and run for Benavides. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Nettle one-on-one on the Hernandez makes a move to the outside. He's got some running room on the outside. He's at the 10 and brought out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Actually, they're going to spot him at the 8. And there is a Mustang down. 56 seconds to play here in the first quarter. They're going to call a timeout. We're going to call a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
We're back live, and Benavides will get the carry on a 1st and goal, and he gets inside the 5 to the 4. A 4-yard carry for Benavides. 2nd and goal for the Panthers, up 6-3 here in the first quarter, and it looks like the first quarter will end 6-3. We'll be back with more after this. Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage.
So the routine.
And we're back 6-3 as they change to the north side of the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Nixon will now defend the north goal as we're at 2nd and goal. The drive started at the 35 for United South, and a 2nd and goal. A couple of big plays, a couple of runs, and a couple of passes. It's been all pass on this drive for United South. Completed 5 of 5 in this drive for Hernandez and company here. The start of the second quarter. 2nd and goal. Benavides will take it in for a Panther touchdown. And Benavides from 4 yards out, a 4-yard touchdown run into the end zone to make it 12 to 3. We'll wait and see what they're going to go for 2, or they're just going to get that 1 extra point. They missed the extra point. A 10-play drive. So they've had some sustained drives here early on. Boots it through. Number 45 for United South. And that is Christian Gonzalez, the sophomore kicker. He puts it in 13-3, a 10-point lead. We'll be back with more after this.
STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. We know that our patients deserve better than the typical cramped waiting areas and long lines. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Hey, my name is Rudy with Mattress Clearance Warehouse, inviting you to come and see the best priced mattresses in all of Laredo and now our new location in Eagle Pass. Take advantage of our great promotion that we have right now. For only $40 down, you can take your mattresses home today. Get 90 days, same as cash. Queen sets start at only $150. We have a wide selection of different styles at different prices. Save as much as 75% off from big store prices. Call the number on your screen. Call me today.
And we're back live, taking it to 20. Now to the 35, 34-yard line. That's number 3 on the ball carry. On the kickoff return, that's Ricky Navarro. So Nixon will have it at their own 34. And that's where they're going to start their drive. So United South put points on the board. And both started at the 35. So they've sustained 2 drives, 1 of 5 and 1 of 10. And we'll see what Nixon took a lot of time off there in that first drive. That one is Garcia on the 1st and 10. And Noble in on the tackle. He gets to the 36, a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 for Nixon. 2 receivers to the far side. Quick out. That's Ibarra trying to get him in space. He gets across the 40 to the 41. That's complete from number 1 to Joseph Ibarra. And Gustavo Lara in on the tackle. Ball to the 40, just outside the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pass play. It's a 3rd and 2 for the Mustangs. And they push forward across the 45 to the 46. That's Compian, number 24 on the ball carry. And then gets it to the 46-yard line. Needed 2, got 4 on that carry. 1st and 10. 10:31 left here in the second quarter. Quickly to the line. And there was the receiver to the far side was not set. So they're going to call a false start and bring it 5 yards back. So the offense penalized. So back to the 41. Going to be 1st and 15 for the Mustangs. As this drive started at the 34-yard line. 10-15. Garcia under center. Garcia will roll out, looking downfield. And intercepted by number 24. Actually rolled. And yes, when he rolled through, number 24 getting the catch. What a catch. What concentration. That's number 24. Jesus Compian, the senior running back. Complete from Austin Garcia to the United South 42-yard line. What a catch. That's going to be on our highlights. 1st and 10. Garcia gives it to number 25, and he will be Brandon Robles on the. That was number 24 on the ball carry. So on the slot T, you never know where you got to stay. As Coach Koss mentioned early in the interview, I mean, you got to stay home. You got to make sure you hit your assignments. That one, no gain. 42, 2nd and 10. Pitch out to the outside. He's got some running room to the 30 and goes out of bounds at the 29-yard line. And that was Tovar on the outside, number 25 on the ball carry. Paulo Tovar. And gets it to the 29. 1st and 10. Garcia under center. Will actually give it to the up man. And he will get maybe a yard. That was 25. Again, Tovar. No gain. 2nd and 10. To the outside. And will be hit out of bounds. That was number 24 on the ball carry. And down to the 20 to the 21. An 8-yard gain there. They're at the United South 21-yard line. Going to be 3rd and 2. That one was an 8-yard carry. Pushing the pile forward. And again, time of possession is going to be one of those things that we look at the end of the half and at the end of the game. That was Briones on the tackle. That was number 24 on the ball carry. We'll get it across to the 17. A 4-yard carry, 1st and 10. And stopped immediately. And that one is Ibarra on the carry. Maybe a yard to the 16. So it'll be 2nd and 9. A 1-yard carry. Back on the line quickly. Garcia will give to number 24. Out to the outside. Giving chase. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Pushed out of bounds. And that's a nice carry there. To the outside as everything's bunched inside. And Compián will get it to the inside the 5 to the 4. A 12-yard carry. Sets up 1st and goal for the Mustangs. Set it up. Garcia. Give it to Ibarra. Ibarra cuts it. Now he hurdles over a couple of defenders and gets it to the 2-yard line. So a 2-yard carry there. 2nd and goal. 6:44 left. And they have driven it from their own 34-yard line. Garcia under center. We'll give to number 25 and in to the end zone for a Nixon touchdown. And that was number 25, I believe, for a 2-yard touchdown run. That's Pablo Tovar with the touchdown with 6:32 left. Here in the 2nd quarter, puts 6 on the board. Blocked. And makes it 13-9. So 2 blocked field goals. And 13-9 is the score. Nixon puts 6 on the board. United South. We'll wait the kickoff. We'll be back with more after this.
Llega un momento en la vida en que necesitamos cuidados especiales. Y cuando ese momento llegue, piense en Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation Center es un centro de enfermería especializada y de atención a largo plazo que brinda servicios integrales para esas personas que necesitan un tratamiento especializado que se centra en la atención de la demencia y el deterioro de la memoria y que a la vez necesita atenciones de enfermería especializadas. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation lo espera en el 3106 Bob Rogers, aquí en Eagle Pass. Para mayores informes llame al 830-335-4832.
And we're back live, taking at the 25 up the middle. Makes a man move. That's Toby Cisneros, and Cisneros gets it across the 40 to the 43. As we look at the touchdown there. We'll give to number 25 and in to the end zone for a Nixon touchdown. Replay of the touchdown for Nixon. United South has it at their own 43. 1st and 10. We'll give it to Benavides. Benavides gets it to the line, back to the line of scrimmage. And that one to the 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. A 1-yard carry. 13-9 is the score. 5:54. Hernandez will keep it himself, looking to run and nowhere to go. Finally tackled by number 13. That's Matthew Cormiga. So now they go back to the ground and losing a yard there to the 42-yard line. Actually lost 2 yards. Drops back, looking. Now finds a open receiver at the 48. Actually at the 48 on a 3rd and 11. And it was complete to number 5, Ethan Bocanegra. Quickly to the 9 at the 49-yard line. It'll be 4th and 1. A 10-yard pass play. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Timeout United South with 4:39 left. And we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more after Utility Trailer Sales Southeast Texas Incorporated.
To all of our customers, we greatly appreciate your business and we hope to see you soon.
The wait is over. Stat Specialty Hospital is now open with a patient-centered model focused on expedient emergency care, short hospital stays, and outpatient services 24/7. Stat Specialty Hospital's registration process is fast, and you'll be seen by a physician within minutes. Our professional team will treat you immediately with compassion, providing only the highest standards for your medical condition. Experience the difference that sets us apart at the corner of Veterans and Strickland Avenue. Stat Specialty Hospital. Get in, get out, get back to life.
And we're back live. 4:39 left. Seating high on top, the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Nixon Mustangs are the visiting team. United South, the home team. Thursday night football. Man in motion. And they'll get it the near side, across the 40 to the 36-yard line. The ball carrier there on the jet sweep was number 13. So number 13 on a jet sweep gets it to the Nixon 36. We got Coach Castillo in the house with us, and just come around this side. And that one's yours over there, under center. You good? your mic is there. Just flip it on. I don't have those on, so I don't know if you want to have these on, but it was a 1st and 10. Actually, it's now 2nd and 1. Benavides had that rush. Ball at the 27-yard line. And that one's bottled up quickly. That was number 32. Castro, I thought it was 32, Moreno, but nonetheless. Turn it on. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to talk.
Good evening.
What's up, Coach Castillo? What's going on?
The walk up here is actually pretty far.
Hey, why didn't you take the elevator?
That's what I'm talking about. Take the elevator. The walk from the elevator door to this location is pretty far.
Rolls out. Hernandez finds a receiver. Oh, and makes a move. He's across the 20 to the 18-yard line. And that was complete on a 3rd and 3. Complete to number 13. You know most of these guys. That's Montemayor there, who's having a good game right now. And seeing the quarterback, Efrain Hernandez, back, for the first time after that week 1, seeing him out.
It's good to see him out here. The kid's been working his butt off, I'm guessing, in the trainer's room. I see him in the hallways all the time. Always ready to go. He's been excited for this week. And you can tell by the way the offense is rolling right now, so hopefully they can keep it up.
And Benavides goes in from 19 yards out, and that's a highlight in the books. From 19 yards out, we had a 27-yard rush by Hernandez earlier for that first touchdown. Now 19 yards out, and another touchdown, United South. Brian Benavides with 2:44 left here in the second quarter. Record doesn't indicate. I mean, they're 1-3 right now. You're playing pretty good teams in non-district, and you get ready for that district 29-6A action, right?
Right.
So,
I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to Brian for, accepting the challenge of playing quarterback those couple of weeks, from being running back, then becoming a quarterback himself for those 2 weeks. I think he did okay considering the challenge that was ahead of him, and now I guess now he can be back to being himself and making people miss and scoring touchdowns again.
Yeah, exactly. And scoring touchdowns is what he does. Of course, a year ago, 1,000-yard rusher, and every bit of what he does, even as a sophomore, now a junior. So you still have him one more year. Coach Koss in his second year, knowing what he has in his belt as far as offensive weapons.
Well, the 600 yards he has now prior to this game is already a little bit over half of what he got last year. So I don't see him having any problem reaching that 1,000-yard mark again within the next couple of weeks.
So it was an illegal block below the waist, so they declined it, and the result of the play was no good. So 19-9 is the score, 2:44 left here in the second quarter. We're joined by our special guest, Coach Castillo. Always been trying to get you up here since I started this, man, and finally.
Really fit through the door. I think we need to talk to the architect and make things a little wider here.
We're in the trustee room. We're in the VIP room. That's what you get when you roll with Real Sports Live, man. You get in the you don't get the press box. You don't get the room with no heat.
No, it's a compressed box. That's what we're getting. Yeah. So, but thanks for having me.
Hey, no, thank you for coming by. And again, 19 to 9. I said it in the pregame show. It's one of those things where you're gonna have the ball control of Nixon. Nixon is gonna control much of the offense and the offensive line, and for United South, it's how many times you can score and get points up on the board, because you don't know how many times you're gonna have it. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely correct. Every time. 50% of the time.
Fair catch at the 30-yard line. That's number 19. So that it was an 8-play drive, scoring drive for United South, as they get themselves on the board again.
My bad.
So now we go to. I think there was a. Was there a flag? No, there wasn't a flag. So Nixon will have it with 2:42 left. They got 2:42 left here before the half at their own 30-yard line, and see what Coach Villalon has, of course, with his slot T. And they're gonna give it to their number 1 guy, number 12. Haven't not seen him tonight, as I saw him against Roma. The night, I think it was 2 weeks ago when I covered him against Roma. It was week 3. So did not see much of him tonight until I think this is his 4th carry for Ibarra. Ball to the 33-yard line, a 3-yard carry, 2nd and 7. We'll give it to number 25. He's up the middle. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Being chased. 10, 5. Touchdown, Mustangs. Check for flags. None. A 67-yard touchdown run by number 25. Wow, he scorched that one. And that was number 25, Pablo Tovar. 67-yard touchdown run. And they're right back in this game. 15-14 with the point after attempt. Good. With 156, 2 plays. 156 left in the second quarter. And is there a flag? Yeah, there's a flag on the play. So 19-15. We await the
call.
The call. Let's see that one again. Let's see that replay again. We'll check the replay again. Let's we'll give it to number 25. He's up the middle. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Being chased. 10, 5. Touchdown, Mustangs. Check for flag. That's the replay of that touchdown run by number 25, Tovar, as they did give him the extra point, so it's 19-16, a 3-point game. Coach, you were mentioning off the airs or off the thing that we're doing. Last year, Nixon was leading over at Shirley in the first half.
They were up 21-0, if I'm not mistaken, in the first quarter.
In the first quarter.
And right before the end of the half, United South came back and tied it up, 21 up, and then of course all teams go into the locker room, make their adjustments, and only one of them was able to make them a little bit better than the other, and the score kind of showed it last year. So let's see if they'll just be the same thing happen
at the 10. And that's Cisneros. Cisneros breaking it to the outside. He's got a blocker in front. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
Defender's got an
angle. He's at the 30. Will he get pushed out of bounds? He keeps his balance, tippy-toeing.
Touchdown.
We're looking at it. We're waiting for the indication. That's a great return by Toby Cisneros, and that sideline judge on the far sideline. We're waiting for him to indicate if it's a touchdown or not, knowing that he tiptoed the line out there. And we're still waiting.
I think they have it at the 3.
At the 3-yard line, was pushed out of bounds. Nope. That was a no, it is a touchdown. Is it? Yes, it is a touchdown. A 90-yard kickoff. 90-yard kickoff return for Toby Cisneros. And I mentioned 90 yards. And I mentioned to Coach Koss about Toby before the game and our interview. That's a special kid. Now having Hernandez back at quarterback, you can have them. You can have them So 6 points. And we got it 25-16.
Yes, thanks.
With a minute 39 left. You're enjoying this, Coach. That point after attempt is good.
It was phenomenal. Right through the uprights.
26-16. We'll be back with more after this. Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
It's alumni night here at the Student Activity Center, the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Coach, you got it on? There you go. You got it on.
30-year anniversary.
What? 30 year?
30 years.
Taken at the 2-yard line. That's number 3. Now gives it to number 12, Ibarra. Ibarra trying to make a move. And he's getting in the clear. And here we go. You talking about a kid that can run because he runs track. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's gone.
Back
20.
to back.
10. 5. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Now this is a football game right here.
97-yard return. Wow. Back-to-back returns in just 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You're talking about a gentleman that ran track, so you know that if he gets in the clear, it's pretty tough to bring him down.
He's going to be gone. So,
back-to-back kickoff returns of 90 and 97 with a minute 19. That was number 12, the special gentleman, Joseph Ibarra. And the point after is good. $23. Is it 23-26?
That 22-26.
22-26?
Yes, sir.
So we'll be back with more after this.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
Steady R does its
Minute 19, we're back live, 26-22. Back-to-back kickoff returns of 90 and 97. One by Toby Cisneros for United South, and then Joseph Ibarra. Now they're going to pooch punt it, and we're taking at the 30. 40.
Here we go.
And he will be brought down. That's number 13, Hector Montemayor. So now United South will have it at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for United South. Coach, I know you've kept up with the team. You were a coach for United South baseball, and you also coach football. Congratulations on, of course, finishing school and getting your master's, right?
Yes, thank you very much.
Master's, man. And now gonna go into the admin position.
That is
pretty
the plan.
soon. That's the plan, right?
That is.
You're
the
still
plan.
teaching.
Correct.
Three receivers to the near side. That's in space, Brian Benavides, and he is brought down by number 3. And that's Ricky Navarro.
That was great blocking by the receivers there to get him open.
That was an empty back set there. So pass complete to Benavides. They want to give him. They want to get him into open space, coach. Right? They want to make sure that he can get into open space. That's a 9-yard catch and run, 2nd and 1. Empty backfield, 5 receivers set. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. Again, we go back to I watched United South against Hardin. We did that game live. There's a different feel of how when Hernandez is in the backfield and open, wide open, and incomplete.
Goodness. One of those.
That was intended.
Plays.
The intended receiver was number
1.
Was number 1? Toby Cisneros?
Cisneros, yes, sir. That's why I said it's one of those unicorn plays. He hardly ever drops the ball. One of the receivers that I don't expect to drop a pass would be Toby, and it was him. So that was unfortunate because it's super open.
He was wide open on the seam route, and he dropped the ball 3rd and 1 from their own 49 with 58 seconds left. That was a home run ball right there to take the lead. Right now they have a lead of 4. Second quarter, man in motion. Will give to Benavides. Benavides turns out the Jets. He's at the 40 and goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Yes, it is.
38. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So it was alumni night for the Panthers, opening District 29 6A.
It's the 30-year anniversary of the campus being opened. They got some of the first varsity players here to be presented at halftime. I believe the alumni night will be on a different date for all the classes. This is just for the first team, the first varsity team that played at South, which ironically was against Nixon. The first district game and their first district win was against Nixon 30 years ago.
Man, that one is caught in the end zone. There was a flag on the play, and that's number 14. That's Sebastian Reina, the
Seabass
senior. That's a 38-yard touchdown pass. Gonna check the flag. If it stands, it's 38-yard to number 14. So it was on the defense, and that penalty is declined. With 43.5 seconds left here in the second quarter, they get into the end zone on a 38-yard pass from Hernandez, and they're going to go for 2.
If the chart says go for 2, you go for 2.
32-23. That's the second timeout. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Capital Insurance Services has been in services since 1965. We are an independent agency representing Progressive, Travelers, Allstate, and Mexico Insurance. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. Owned and operated by Clarissa Rivera and her friendly staff, Amanda Garza and Ivana Salinas.
(23-32), 38-yard touchdown connection from Hernandez. Great way to come back on alumni night and first district home opener for United South. A year ago, of course, you talked about it. They went to Shirley. Nixon was ahead. Now they're gonna go for 2, as you mentioned. The chart says go for 2 with 43.5 seconds left. And in the end zone, no good. It was intended for number 40, so the 2-point conversion is no good.
So let's see if special teams is ready to go. They had some trouble last week. They were up by 21, and 3 onside kicks in a row later, Southwest comes back. So
a team that normally runs a T formation just like Nixon, but they've gone away from it. Coach Elliott, for some reason, has gone away from that slot T and gone to what the arms left here. I don't think we're gonna see, much of passing. They're gonna run the ball or 3 onside kicks. Was it
correct in a row? So
number 19 calls for fair catch at the 25, and special teams.
Here we go.
So a 4-play drive, a 2-play drive for Nixon. So they've been quick strikes for both teams.
Well, there's speed on both sides of the ball. I think that's bound to happen on any given play, which makes the game exciting. Personally, I'd rather have a high-scoring game than a low-scoring game any day, yes. Defensive coordinators will not like it, but as a fan sitting up here now in the bleachers, in this compressed box, I mean, I want to see the points. I want to see that scoreboard light up.
You want to see it light up. Now we got Garcia in shotgun formation. Normally don't see him like that. You see him under center, and there you go, a sack there for the defense, number 55 and number 25. In on the tackle, number 33 also.
Well, they're going out of shotgun, I guess, this year. They did pretty good in their 7-7, but 7-7 doesn't win district championships.
No, they don't.
But recently here locally in Laredo, I've been watching Friday Night Lights, which is a show that people watch local high school scores, and the touchdowns that I've seen Nixon score on those shows have been passes. So maybe they're getting comfortable with it. They're scoring with it. They're winning games. Obviously, they're undefeated coming into this one. So they're going to take more chances in the air.
We touched on that with Coach Villalon. Again, last year they came in 4-0, winning their non-district schedule, and then coming in and going 0-6 in district play in District 29.
They're still to win a district game in 6A since they came back.
Since they came back to 6A, and of course 5A they were juggernauts. They were winning district championships left and right. So we're at halftime, 32-23. We'll be back with more after this.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos. Le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
We're back live halftime as we have Nixon. Let me go to this, Coach. Let me go to this. Sorry. No, watch. Let me go to that halftime. Our pregame, and we got our pregame show and then our halftime show presented to you by Ford. Hacienda Ford has it. You're watching Real Sports Live Southwest, realsportslive.com. As we'll give you some highlights of what happened today in our halftime show. Also, we'll go back and give you what happened in the first half. So we'll be back with more after this.
Without the delays of a traditional emergency room, we utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. STAT Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Llega un momento en la vida en que necesitamos cuidados especiales. Y cuando ese momento llegue, piense en Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation Center es un centro de enfermería especializada y de atención a largo plazo que brinda servicios integrales para esas personas que necesitan un tratamiento especializado que se centra en la atención de la demencia y el deterioro de la memoria y que a la vez necesita atenciones de enfermería especializadas. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation lo espera en el 3106 Bob Rogers, aquí en Eagle Pass. Para mayores informes llame al 830-335-4832.
And we're back at halftime. We got the Mustangs. I guess they're dancers at down in the on the field right now. Is Coach Madrigal somewhere around here today?
He is on the field. He was part of the first varsity team that played for United South.
And we want to congratulate Coach Madrigal on. Did he win Coach of the Year this past year?
I believe
Baseball?
so.
Yeah, because he won the district title, right?
Yes, he did.
And they went 3 rounds deep.
Sweet 16?
Huh?
Sweet 16.
4 rounds? Yeah, I know. I they were one behind Alexander. That's right, because there was a. Man, look at you with chicken and brisket and oh my God, and we're here 32-23 at halftime from the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Mr. Buenteo does that to me, man, a lot of times. He just comes in, gets food, and stays with food. We're going to give you the halftime look at the halftime no, well, I got the stats, but we're gonna show you all the highlights of the first half. As I go back here, and I do this. So we're gonna go to that right now, as we're at halftime. So we're going to give you the first half highlights, and then we'll come back with the summary. Laredo United South Panthers are on the field. And we get set for the first quarter. 12 minutes on the clock, and we get set for kickoff. We want to thank everybody who's joined us on our different platforms, but at the 27-yard line. Frein takes it to the outside. He's got an open. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. Laredo United South Panthers are on the field, and we get set for the first quarter. 12 minutes on the clock, and we get set for kickoff. We want to thank everybody who's joined us on our different platforms. Sorry, for some reason, we're trying to get you the highlights of the first half, and our player here just nothing came out. Only that first play. So, well, let's give you the summary. As we got the Coach Castillo here. In the first quarter, United South had it at the 35, at their own 35. 5 plays later, 27 yards, Efrain Hernandez welcomes himself back from a 27-yard touchdown run with 10:14 left in the first quarter. They go up 6-0 with the point after attempt. No good. It was blocked. And then Nixon goes on a 13-play drive. What Nixon does, 13-play drive, and they actually score. They took 6 minutes off the clock and had a 32-yard field goal. Good to make it 6-3. So a 13-play drive compared to a 5-play drive and 6 minutes off the clock in the first quarter. Then 10-play drive from their own 35. United South goes on the air attack, and he completes 5 of 5 in that drive. Efrain Hernandez. Great. And he had also a run of 20 yards to set up that first and goal from the 8. And then 2 plays later, well, the man, number
Ryan.
22, yeah, B-Rad. Brian Benavides, what coach calls him Deuce, number 22, from 4 yards out, makes it 12-3 with the point after attempt. Good. And that was at the end of the first and the second. So we go to Nixon. Nixon has it at their 34-yard line at that second drive, and they drive it all the way to the 2-yard line. And that was I can't even tell you. That drive was a 14-play drive.
It was a long drive.
Yeah, 14-play drive, a 2-yard run by number 25, Tovar, and they score with 6:32 left. 13-9 is the score with the point after attempt. No good. It was blocked. And then United South comes back. And like you said, it's a track meet right now with them scoring an 8-play drive, started at their own 43, and from 19 yards out, again, Benavides goes in with 2:44 left in the second quarter. And then we see the fireworks with Nixon getting the ball back with 2:42 left in the second quarter. It takes 2 plays and a 67-yard touchdown run with 1:56. Number 25, Tovar, again, the fullback in the slot T. You got Nixon.
Fullback, that's pretty fast for a fullback.
Yeah, with 1:56, they scored and they made it 19-15, and then the point after attempt was good. But then on the kickoff, a 90-yard kickoff return by Toby Cisneros as he weaves his way around and gets into the end zone for a 90-yard touchdown kickoff return by Toby Cisneros. Made it 26-16 with the point after attempt. Good. And then on the ensuing kickoff, well, Joseph Ibarra on kind of like a flip reverse type of thing.
Right. These guys, they're getting ready to race again. They're tying those laces up, and I think I'm excited to see what Nixon's going to do to get number 12 and number 25 the ball again, because those two guys, you give them space and they're gone. So looking forward to see if they can do that again on offense without special teams, of course. So let's see if they can get creative, or they just stick to their bread and butter and just keep handing it off.
Yeah, a 97-yard kickoff return by Joseph Ibarra with 1:19. It took 20 seconds for him to go from the 3-yard line.
I think I blinked. And
hey, you blinked? Did you blink once or twice?
Yeah, I think I blinked. My contact was drying up. It's really cold in here.
So that made it 26 to 23 or 22, and then the point after attempt was good. United South gets the ball back, and guess what? They have 4 plays, and with 43.5 seconds left, there's a connection between number 12 Hernandez to number 14 in the end zone. Seabass Ryan Reina from 38 yards out as they move the ball. 2 completions. So he's well aware. I mean, he coming back from an injury in week 1, and now week 5, 4 weeks later, it's like he never missed a beat. Efrain Hernandez. And again, we talked to Coach Cos before the game, and we had the interview on our pregame show, but it shows how he's gone into rehab and done his rehab to get back in week 1 of District 29 6A.
Yes, it does. I mean, hats off to him for being disciplined and focused on what he needed to do to get back on the field. And it's been showing right now in the first half with 32 offensive points. So congratulations to him, and let's see if he can keep it going.
So with Nixon deferring in the first half, they're going to get it in the second half. Make sure you guys don't forget to share it, like it, follow it on all our social media. Go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go to YouTube, go to our Real Crew channel. Tomorrow night, we're going to be live from Eagle Pass, Texas. It's audio, and then an hour after is video. United will come into town. Last year, 39-20. It was actually Eagle Pass was up at the half, and then second half, turnovers doomed them.
Turnover monster.
Yeah, the turnover monster. As on the field right now, at halftime, they're going to be honoring the 30-year anniversary of the first varsity team.
And coaches.
From 30 years ago. 30 years ago, we're 2019. 30 years ago.
If I'm not mistaken, it was 1992.
92, 93?
Yeah.
I was a sophomore.
I was a sophomore as well.
There you go. So you graduated the same year I did now.
95.
There you go. Class of 95. Burning it up. Guys, we'll be back with more after this. You're watching Bro Sports Live, Southwest.com. Record service located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos. Le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
Cross-country team things, I'll be on that one too.
We're back live, 32-23, second quarter. Coach, yeah, you're on. We got the
always on.
You got your United South Panther band out in the field, and what as a coach, you were in the locker room, a couple of years back. What kind of adjustments in a high-scoring game do you do as far as do you do anything to change what you're doing, or do you talk more to the defense to say, look, we need to stop, we need to give a couple of stops here and there?
I think communication amongst the coaches, the ones in the booth, to the ones downstairs. What do you see? What do you have? Of course, there's always 1 or 2 players that you need to stop, focus on, and sometimes it was just missed tackles. I mean, your alignment's there. You called the right play, but sometimes people just miss tackles.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Or they didn't go up as fast as they were supposed to, and that's what causes people to score touchdowns. Most of the time, most teams do have good preparation for these games, and they know what they need to do to stop the other team, and it's just execution at the end of the day. That's all it is.
Execution, and of course, when you're dealing with 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, the making sure that what you tell them on the sideline, they has to translate on what they do on the field.
Yes, sir. I mean, these kids a lot of times they do try, they give you your all, you know.
Yeah.
They try their best for you as a coach, but every once in a while they close their eyes that 1 second they're not supposed to, and they get juked or they dive into the ground or they arm tackle somebody they're not supposed to, and there goes the big play.
There you go.
And even though they knew what they had to do, sometimes it just happens. I mean, they're kids, like you said. At the end of the day, we can't be screaming at them for that. Just regroup and go back out there and do it again. That's all you got to do.
As we touched, I believe LBJ and Alexander are playing tomorrow. And that's another game that, again, you look at LBJ and Coach Calderon, being 2-2 coming into this year. A different feel of LBJ. They fought back the past 2 games and had an overtime win. And Alexander, of course, doing what they do. They had a shootout last weekend against against Martin. Of course, Martin will be at Shirley Field tomorrow night against CC Win. Coach Villaseñor, we had a talk with them today over at our Gridiron Talk show that we have weekly with Coach Tom Gonzalez, and they know what to expect, and much like what we talked about with Villalon and Coach Cos. You guys know each other's teams very well here in the Laredo area.
Yes, everybody knows what everybody does. I mean, there's no secret plays. There's nothing in a bag, tricks that nothing like that. Everybody knows what they do, and whoever is mentally focused on that day to play, that's who's gonna win.
That's who's gonna win. There you go. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching RealSportsLive.com.
Hello, Eagle Pass and surrounding areas. My name is Grant Bibb. I'm the general manager of Ram Country Auto World. We have the largest selection of pre-owned inventory. Come by and see us at 1997 Veterans Boulevard, where we make sure our customers are number one.
Utility Trailer Sales Southeast Texas Incorporated sells parts, service, carrier, certified carrier, trained technician on site. Get your rentals, finance available. Come into our newest location in Eagle Pass, 5395 US Highway 57. Family owned and operated, your one-stop shop for all your truck, trailer, and tanker needs. Utility Trailer Sales Southeast Texas Incorporated.
To all of our customers, we greatly appreciate your business and we hope to see you soon.
The wait is over. Stat Specialty Hospital is now open with a patient-centered model focused on expedient emergency care, short hospital stays, and outpatient services 24/7. Stat Specialty Hospital's registration process is fast, and you'll be seen by a physician within minutes. Our professional team will treat you immediately with compassion, providing only the highest standards for your medical condition. Experience the difference that sets us apart at the corner of Veterans and Strickland Avenue. Stat Specialty Hospital. Get in, get out, get back to life.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for low prices? It's a Labor Day party.
It's the Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale where you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Call it. We're back at halftime. Coach, you got some scores for Thursday night on We won't say what the app is. We'll just say you got scores.
Well, over at Shirley Field, at halftime, we got Sherilyn 21, Cigarroa Toros 10. And the reason I keep these scores for Juarez Lincoln 3, PSJ North 21 halftime is because our district would play their district in the first round of playoffs.
In the first round of playoffs,
we
yeah.
need to keep an eye on who's 1, 2, 3, and 4 in their seeds. So we can see if we're going to host a game, we're going to go down to the valley, or see what's going to happen. But I'm sure Eagle Pass fans also want to know who's in the top 4 over there for playoff purposes.
Yeah, exactly. For playoff purposes, of course. Last year we got we had a 6-hour drive to PSJA, the Bears, and that was an exciting overtime win for the Eagles. Of course, United South. I believe last year they did make it into the playoffs. Last year in the 4th seed, it was United Alexander, Eagle Pass, and United South.
They did, and they went. We went down there, played PSG North, and
the Raiders. That's right.
Yes, I've never been to that stadium before. It was actually pretty nice, seating wise.
Yeah, seating wise.
Yeah, 'cause anything without a backrest is horrible, I think, and that stadium was perfect.
Yeah,
so I like
Far San Juan ISD. They know how to build big stadiums down there. Of course, we got about 4 minutes here at halftime. Coach, looking at the first half, Nixon does what Nixon does. They don't do anything different. It's like, look, this is what we're gonna run, and stop it. You stop it, or if you don't stop it, then we're gonna keep scoring on you. So the defensive alignment is there. It just happens as we get, I guess, the fight song for.
Yes, we will.
For the United South Panthers. Thursday night lights, Thursday night football, game of the week, presented to you by Hacienda Ford. And Coach here is a alum of the United South Panthers, his class of '95, so he played with some of these guys on the field.
Yes.
Coach Madrigal also. What did Coach Madrigal play in football?
Running back.
He was a running back?
Yes, sir.
Now, of course, the head coach. Man, he's got some special kids over there at United South Baseball a year ago, going to the 4th round. I believe, they lost to. I'm trying to remember who they lost to in the 4th round. Lake Travis. That's right. Lake Travis and San Antonio. It was at Northeast. Yeah, where they have a beautiful stadium there now.
Yes, that was a great stadium. I do not want to go anywhere else but there to watch a baseball game.
Right? Yes. It used to be Time Warner Field, that area.
That was my first time there. Those 2 days I went, it was pretty good. Something different. Hopefully we can bring the turf here locally to Laredo and some backrests. So, everyone's going to need the chiropractor work after some of these baseball games. I've been to a couple of United South Alexander games that go well into midnight, and everyone's like running around around the stadium because my back. And so we got to stand up and scream and clap and holler and whatever we're doing.
Coach, and of course, baseball is just right around the corner. I know everybody, basketball, of course, late November is when we start
about girls basketball at South as well. Of course.
That's right.
Shout out to Coach Carmelo right in front over here and Coach Guardiola with girls basketball team. Doing good things over
there. And I remember a couple of years ago when it was his first year, he had that senior-led group that they made it deep in the playoffs also.
Yes.
In his first season. Coach Koss, you know him. You know what he brings to the table. He's an energetic type of coach.
Very energetic.
Yeah, he's a coach that is a player's coach. He feeds off of these guys, and these guys feed off of him. It's just one of those things where when you look at it, he just needed some time. He needed some time to get the staff, and in his second year, now you see what he can do.
Right. I think the charisma was always there. His leadership skills are there. The man obviously knows a lot of football. So I think it was just a combination of things that things didn't go the way the program wanted to go in that direction. I mean, you see the record 1-3. it doesn't mean the kids don't know what they're doing. They're battling every game. They're making great plays against great teams. You know, I mean, the level of talent they've been playing the first couple of games, you got to give it. You know, there maybe we'll see a couple of spurts here and there in our district, but I mean, it's just for them to get mentally prepared. I mean, the goal of any school in Laredo is get past the third round in our district, basically. I'm sure Eagle Pass has done that before. I really don't know the history on that, but
Yeah.
But the goal around here, United, Alexander, South, LBJ, they all want to get past the third round.
Yeah.
They want to play past Thanksgiving. I don't think anybody has played past Thanksgiving. We've played on Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah,
and we're
exactly.
off, but I don't think anybody has played past Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And personally, I think we should not have that week off because the kids take break mentally and they don't want to go to practice anymore. We should go to school that whole week and just be off Thursday and Friday.
Just be off the weekend.
I mean, I'm just a teacher. Who am I? I mean, I'm thinking for playoffs wise, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, do not give the kids a day off because then they won't go to practice. Everyone's at home, laying down, playing games, and their friends are playing games. They're snapping them. Hey, come to my house. We can play video games, and they're out here in practice.
There you go.
And the kids are not going to be focused. They're thinking about something else.
Yeah.
And some families will take their kids on vacation. They don't care if they're in playoffs. It just happens. They'll take them.
It happens. And again, when you get deep into the playoffs, you want to play past Thanksgiving. You want to be in December. You want to make sure that you get into that December, that first or second week of December.
And in baseball, you want to play on your graduation
exactly weekend.
Because that means you're in the finals. You're in state.
That's right.
I could care less about graduation if I'm gonna go to state. But here we go with all these kids. I'm gonna miss my graduation. Like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the aspirations, right? As we get set for the second half. Third quarter, and I wasn't sure what had happened there. I think I need to go back in here and take all this off. Okay, there you go. So, second half start, 32-23, and getting set to kick off is United South, number 46, Christian Gonzalez, number 45. That one taken at the 25, and that was number 19, who just said, hey, I am going to be taking it right here. That was Reese. So second half start, third quarter. And
Yes, it was Efrain.
That was Ibarra for Nixon. I believe he got back to the line of scrimmage in 26, second and 10.
Ibarra, number 12, track star. Looking to see if 25 and 12 can get going here again.
And he gets it across. That was number 24 on the ball carry, Jose Compian. And gets it to the 38-yard line. Quick 12-yard carry right there. First and 10 as they move the chains. 11:15 left.
I know it's the beginning of the third quarter. Nixon's only down by 9, but you know they're staying consistent with taking their time on each drive, lining up. But then you have this number 25 scoring on the first handoff, and he's gone.
30, 20, 10, touchdown, Nixon.
That's why they take their time.
From 62 yards. That's his third touchdown tonight.
They shouldn't give the ball to anybody else but that guy in number 12.
29-32 with 10:56 left in the third quarter. We talked about the adjustment, coach, and
Bread and butter for Nixon. Keep handing it to 25 and 12.
the point after attempt is no good.
No good.
It was partially blocked.
Still,
So
One possession game.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Are you ready? Are you ready, ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a Labor Day party.
The Hacienda Ford Labor Day sale is going on now. You can get a new F-150 starting at just $27,995 or 0% interest for 72 months.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
We're back live, 32-29, and a squibble kick that will get it to Toby at the 25. He's at the 30, makes a move, and then gets hit at the 35-yard line. That's where they're going to have their first drive here. United South at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for them. So Efrain Hernandez, great game to come back.
Yep. They're going to need 100% of him today now with the score at 32-29 with 10 minutes left. And let's see what coach is going to dial up here. If he's going to go RPO or try to air it out right away so we can stay ahead of this high-scoring Nixon offense going on right now.
Two receivers to the near side, two to the far side, and to Toby Cisneros on the outside. He makes a move and a block at the 40. Goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So pass, good to Cisneros. Complete. And that was a nice 7-yard catch and run. 2nd and 3 for United South at their own 42-yard line.
The one thing I noticed improvement on these wide receivers this last couple of weeks has been their blocking on these short passes and run plays. Cisneros has been really good blocking. And Sebastian Reina.
Bang, bang at the 10 and shoestring tackle there as Cisneros gets loose. A nice catch and run. Cisneros again connected as he made a move to the outside and then got the slant inside of the corner, number 8, Hector Rodrigo. And he goes all the way down to the 7-yard line. At their own 40, that were at their own 42, all the way to the 7-yard line, catch and run of 40, 50, 58 yards, 1st and goal.
Yes.
And Brian goes in.
B. Ryan
from 7 yards out for a Panther touchdown.
You gotta like it.
7 yards, 3 plays. Right back.
What was time on that?
I didn't catch the actual. Actually, 10:56. So it was like
probably
a minute.
Under
yeah,
a minute.
About a minute.
At this rate, we're gonna get to the 60s, both teams. So
with 9:57.
I don't know what the record here is at the sack. Most points scored in a game. Unless it was last week with. Where was the last
54, 40 something, I think, last week.
Alexander Martin. Was that at Shirley or was it here?
It was here. It was at the. You can check it, but
I will check the score.
38-29 is the score after the point after attempt was good.
It was 52-48. So
52-48.
I think that number, if that has been the high scoring game, it will. I know there's been some lopsided games here.
52-48,
but not that even. I've seen some 70-2s.
So they scored 100 points last week.
So
and right now we're at
close to that.
2.
I think we got a chance for the over. I'm going for the over.
You're going for the over, not the under?
Yeah, I'm going for the over. Hopefully you guys agree with me. If you're enjoying this game as much as I am, I'm definitely going for the over. I usually go over anyways.
Well, with the type of high-scoring offenses that we have on the field, I mean, you want to always go over. And Nixon has actually scored against Roma. They 3 weeks, they also put up 30-something points. And actually, they were up at the half. Like 20-something to...
Oh, that game was 36-35.
Yeah, and they had to win it with not overtime. It was the last play where they scored a 50-something yard run.
It was a
Ibarra,
run,
yeah.
obviously. That guy, they need to put different color jersey on him so we can see him because he's going by so fast.
And that
I don't
one,
think they can see him.
At
He's
the
fast.
20, taken by... That wasn't Ibarra on the outside.
No,
actually, the ball is to the outside, and brought down was number... Yeah, it was him. It was number 12, Ibarra, getting that kickoff return. And Nixon will have it at their own 24-yard line. 1st and 10. I want to thank all the fans who are around the world, anywhere you're at. And that's to Ibarra. And he is gone.
Oh,
He's
my God.
at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Ibarra.
I think that record's going to get broken.
76-yard touchdown run for Ibarra. Makes one move and goes to the outside and just smokes everybody to the end zone. Wow. I think he's over 200 yards now.
Easy.
We
got to find out what the stat is on that most rushing yards.
Most rushing yards in the game?
Because it might get broken tonight. By two people.
By two people, right? 9:37 left. And that's a 76-yard touchdown run.
I like saying a shout out to my cousin Albert and Alex Hernandez.
As we're live and they're kind of turning around and seeing what we're doing up here. So just like that, 39-35, and the point after attempt is yet to come. And actually, they called the timeout. Do I call a timeout myself? Yeah, I'm gonna call a quick timeout.
All right.
Your fried chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wind Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
And the 2-point conversion is good. As they went for two, there is a flag on the play after the... so Nixon scores 2 points. Makes it a 2-point game, 39-37 here in the third quarter.
In any other game, they're only a field goal to win it, but I think in this game, they're just a handoff away to win it.
A minute, 20 seconds in the last 3 drives. A minute 27 off the clock in the last 3 drives.
I think the last time I updated the score was when it was 10-18 left. Right?
19.
10
was
minutes
it 10?
and
Yeah,
it was 10 minutes
10-18, yeah.
Wow. So, definitely, this is a great game. I'm glad this is my first game up here, and I'm enjoying it.
It's a different
completely.
field coach, right? It's a different field coach. As of course, you guys follow us at Real Sports Live, Real Sports Live. So and now actually being up here is like, okay, this is what he does, and this is how it looks, and this is how.
Hats off to this young man right here next to me. I don't have a hat, but here you go.
I do have a United South hat that you gave me 2 years ago, Coach. I
You're
still have
welcome.
it.
Can
Thank you, Coach Castillo.
I'm gonna need another one.
Yeah, right? I'm going to need another one.
Yes. I'll be happy to hook you up once I get one myself.
Coach Marigal is a
There are
is a
some
good
for
friend.
sale downstairs.
I know they are, right? 9:37 left, and as Coach Castillo said,
I think here comes onside. I don't know.
no, actually, that is they're at the 45, kicking off at the 45 because of the unsportsmanlike from the United South.
I would still do it. They
You
got
still do it?
They have the momentum. They might as well take advantage of it now. And it looks like they have 14 players on the field, but that's just me. My sight's really bad.
And
There's
it's a
little
pooch puck,
and there it goes.
At the
Get
30,
on
at
the
the
ground.
20, that was Garza to Martinez, number 3, who picked it up. He picked it up at the 20 and lost a couple of yards to the 16.
So that's a great call by the special teams coordinator from Nixon.
So now United South has it at their own 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
We got trips left.
So 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Hernandez checks to the line. Now puts Benavides to his left hip. Benavides has it at the 20, and that one was a hit by number 30, the linebacker. It
was a good hit.
Audric Bondoc, number
Really?
30. Is it? I think that's an old one. Actually, no. That's for you guys. My bad.
Yeah.
Number 30 is Alejandro Castro. That was a 6-yard carry, 2nd and 4 from the 22. To the other side. Has an opening.
has
He's
an
at the
opening.
35. He's at the 40. And pushed out of bounds by number 3. That's Ricky Navarro.
Nixon safeties are playing pretty close to the line right now. I wouldn't doubt it. Coach dials up some kind of RPO to try to get over the top, or just something down the seam, because that safety is playing really close to the line of scrimmage. I know they're trying to stop the run, which Hernandez and Benavides are really good at, but if they continue doing that, I think Coach will take a shot down the field as he has been doing.
Yeah,
the
3
whole
receivers
game.
to the near side, 1 on the far side. Hernandez will give to Benavides to the outside. He makes a move inside, cuts it back inside to the 49, actually the 48. That's where they're going to spot him, at the 48. A 5-yard carry. It'll be a 2nd and 5. Ball spotted at the 48. Moving the ball on a 2nd and 5.
And they're dropping again.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation for Hernandez. Has Benavides. Now Benavides will get it near side, and that's number 30, Castro. And he just
Nice
stiff
cut.
arms him, and he will get it to the 40-yard line. I think they're going to actually to the 39. That's where he went out of bounds, at the 39. 1st and 10. They move the chains. That's a 13-yard carry there for Benavides. It looked like he was going to be stopped by Castro, and then he stiff-armed him and got positive yards to the 39. 1st and 10. 5th play of this drive. 2 backs in the backfield. Benavides gets the ball and still on his feet, crosses the 35 to the 32-yard line. It's been the Deuce, number 22, with the carries. That's a 7-yard carry for him. 2nd and 3. Now they get 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. 2 backs in the backfield is Benavides and number 20, I believe, Francisco Briones. If I'm not mistaken, it is number 20, the other back. Actually, no, it's 23, Aguirre.
Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew Aguirre. And that is number 12.
Efrain
Hernandez to the 25.
About a 3-minute span, we have 3 scores, 2 by Nixon, 1 by South, and South's already coming up, getting close to the red zone. They're at the red zone, getting ready to score another one.
They're at the 25-yard line. Two receivers to the near side, one to the far side. As you mentioned, yes, 3 touchdowns in the past. It was a minute 20 in that span of 3 touchdowns. And now Benavides becomes a blocker, and he is down, slowly getting up. Matthew Aguirre looked good against Harlan in that game that he was back in the backfield with Brian,
right,
having those 2 guys in the backfield.
When healthy, that is a tough man to bring down. He's a really good running back. Great kid. Great attitude. I mean, wish him the best this year. But I think last year his injury slowed him down a little bit, and he's been recuperating ever since. And hopefully we can get that kid back at 100%. Been doing really good so far.
2 backs in the backfield with Hernandez. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side. And there is a timeout called. And we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more after this. Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos. Le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
We're back live, 39-37, third quarter. United South moving the ball. As we have a good friend of ours, Conrado Perez of the Eagle Pass, our sports reporter down in Eagle Pass. He is our official statistician down there. You need stats as far as like going back and getting records. He has all those records back in Eagle Pass of all the Eagle Pass records and stuff. Conrado Perez sending us a message saying arena football.
Well, we are playing on turf.
So
yeah, the score does kind of indicate a little bit like that, but it's starting to slow down a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, the tempo of the game is kind of slowing down. 3 receivers set to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rolling out near side, that's Hernandez. Hernandez looks for a block. He's still on his feet and is pushed out of bounds. Actually, the clock will keep rolling. We'll give you some quick scores yesterday of freshmen and JV. I know United South took care of Nixon, freshman and JV. Over and that they've kept it on the ground on this drive.
Yeah, it appears they're trying to keep the Nixon offense off the field. I mean, which is a smart thing to do. Every possession is going to be important now for South, and we have a false start. I guess he saw the ball move, but probably not.
This is going to be the 10th play of this drive, and again they called the timeout with 3:37. It's 6:29 left in this third quarter, and it's been either Brian Benavides or Hernandez with carries on this drive. Again, like you mentioned, they want to keep it on the ground. They don't want to give it back to Nixon because Nixon has been. So a false start, 5 yards backed off. 1st and 15 from the 16-yard line. Actually, they placed it right at the
the 19.
At the 19. Sorry. So they didn't have a first and goal. They can actually get a first down.
Penalty.
It's another one.
Yes.
Those are killers right there. When you're driving, and then all of a sudden you get those 2 quick penalties, either because of the false start or a clock violation or something like that. It's the momentum that you've just driven from your own 16 and driven down the field.
Hopefully it's not a drive killer, but it does kind of mess up the tempo.
Oh, that's what it was. They moved it all the way to the 19, and it should have been a 5-yard penalty. So I was thinking, I was like, why was it 8 yards if it's a 5-yard penalty? It happens. We came over here to watch the freshmen and against United. They lost 34-0. Eagle Pass lost to United over at Kruger Field. That's to the outside.
Nice
Benavides cuts back inside. He's at the 5. Touchdown.
Receiver
Brian Benavides
made the block for him to make that cut. Once again, they keep doing their good job out on the boundaries, making those blocks. Good job by the receivers. Everyone has a role.
Exactly. When you do those little things, 16-yard touchdown run, and it opens up a running lane on a cutback lane for Benavides from 16 yards out and puts the Panthers up 45-37.
45-37, and I don't expect to stay like that long. I think either team can score at will, even though South did take their time this time.
Man, the point after attempt was no good.
It's gonna get dangerous once if the game starts going like that.
So you think that
I think whoever turns the ball over will lose, plain and simple. No matter what the score is right now, I think whoever turns the ball over is gonna lose the momentum and has a chance of losing focus on what's going on, and they're gonna end up losing.
An 11-play drive that culminates in a 16-yard touchdown run. We'll be back with more after this.
Quality insulation services from our experienced professionals. Call us for more details at 830-776-9080 or visit us at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass. Texas Diamond Insulation. Build it right, seal it right. If you can build it, we can spray it. Insulation that lasts forever.
And we're back live, third quarter, 5:52. They pooch punt, and it'll be taken at the 25. Almost, actually, it was fumbled by number 19 and then picked up. And you called it. You said whoever makes the first mistake, whoever makes the turnover, that's what we'll probably see who wins the game.
I don't think a punt will be as devastating as a turnover, because if there's a turnover, the crowd will get into it. The bench will get into it, and it's going to energize whatever team is going to go on, either offense or defense, for whatever team gets the ball back. But a punt, I don't think it'll be a big difference, because anything can happen on special teams as well.
Yeah, again, the three facets of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. Normally on special teams, that's where a lot of teams win games, and especially high-scoring games.
Right.
We want to thank Bobby Cruz, the athletic director for UISD, always being gracious of letting us come in and do what we do. I know we have the local TV station also here, but
I don't know those guys.
We're giving Coach Castillo
I know Freddie.
Hey, right? You know Freddie. Yeah, Real Sports Live Southwest, realsportslive.com. We're going to Abilene on Saturday.
See here, you have the best spot.
Right.
So, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I love it. I love it when I come to UISD. Even the Shirley Field, man. Shirley Field is a historic field. It's been here quite a while.
Yes, it's been here a long time, and just as long as Coach Jose Peña from Alexander has been here. So, shout out to Coach Peña from Alexander as well. My tocayo.
Actually, we also want to send a congratulations to David Sanchez for picking up his 200 wins.
Congratulations, coach.
Against San Benito. Actually, we had our business partner Joe Bowling come last week and did the United San Benito game. He was in this. He was in this room doing the game.
This is the first time I'm in this room. By the
Really?
way. Yeah. Like I said,
it's your first
we need
time
to
here?
revamp the whole thing. It's not built for guys my size, but I guess nothing ever is, right?
That's number 25 on the first carry. Again, like you mentioned, keep fitting Tovar and number 12 Ibarra as he moves the ball forward for 4 yards. 2nd and 6.
Let's see if South's defense has been on the sideline for a while now, so let's see if they made their adjustments and not have too many
Ibarra
people
cuts
on
back.
the same gap.
He jumps over a defender. Again, when you're playing an offense like Nixon, coach, and you have a line that controls the line of scrimmage and opening gap, you have to be gap discipline, coach. You have to make sure that the gap that you're hitting is the right one.
Everyone has a job on that defense.
Stiff arm to the outside
Gap
and
discipline, and they need to be there when they're supposed to, and then finish, wrap up, make the tackle, and take the ball runner down, and that's it. You miss a tackle. Usually there's not going to be anybody behind you if you miss that tackle in that gap. And as we've seen, Ibarra and Tovar have taken advantage of it and scored on long runs. So I wouldn't, if that happens again in this drive, I wouldn't doubt another 50-plus yard touchdown run.
And that's number 25 with the carry. Tovar will get it across the 40 to the 41.
Well, the game did slow down a little bit, but it's for the better.
after those fireworks in that 1 minute 20, now it's slowed down. Now we're at 4:20, and that was a 5-yard carry for Tovar.
I know Nixon hasn't thrown the ball yet, but I wouldn't doubt it. They have one third down opportunity.
That one right there is Tovar again getting that second effort, coach. That second effort. Right. And he got to the 50, a 9-yard carry there. Needed 5 for a first down, got 9, and a 1st and 10 at the midfield now. And like we mentioned in the previous drive for South, is they wanted to ground and pound, and they actually did that. Now Nixon is like, you know what, we're gonna ground and pound back,
and here's number
right
12.
back, number 12 Ibarra, and Ibarra trips up. Crosses the 45 to the 44. If he didn't trip, he was gone, coach. I think
he was as well.
So
he probably got shoelace tackled by one of the D linemen, but he was in his gap, so that's probably why he tripped him up.
He tripped him up there.
Kudos to that man, and let's see if number 25 will get it on this next possession. And he does.
And no, that's number 24. Gets it across. That's Compian. Compian getting the carry to the 35.
So Nixon does have a stable of Mustangs there running the ball.
a stable of Mustangs. That's a good one, coach. You ran with that one right there. A stable.
I actually
of
limped
Mustangs.
over, so yeah, I don't think I can run with anything right
now. At the 35, 1st and 10. That's their third first down of the drive. Jumping over Tovar to the outside. He's at the 20 and gets tripped up by number 3, I believe, Juan Martinez. Or is it number 4?
I think it's
on
7.
The outside?
7.
No, number 7 was George Rodriguez. Tovar rumbles down to the Panther 17-yard line.
That's correct.
1st and 10. That was a ball carry of number 22 12. Yards or 12 yards. 12 yards. Add and subtract. Add and subtract.
Another carry for Ibarra. Just eating up the clock and slowly moving the chains.
That one inside the 11.
Very frustrating for a defense, I'm telling you.
Six yard carry there. Second and 4. Yeah, I mean, you're getting yards of 5, 6. And there you go. Now Compián to the other side. Compián crosses the 5, and then you get a slew of Mustangs.
He's at the 3.
Trying to push it to the 3-yard line. That's an 8-yard carry for Compián, number 24.
Those kids are running really, really tough in there inside the tackles, and they're not going down really easy. So that just goes to show they probably remember what happened last year. If these kids were on that team, and they're like, it's not gonna happen again.
It's not gonna happen again.
Yeah. My hats off to Nixon. They're battling. They're not giving up. They want that first district win. They have 0 since they moved up to 6A. So I think the coaches told them, we need that first win, and it has to come against South because it started with them. They gave us our first loss in 6A last year, and so now they're trying to get that first 6A win. And like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, South, when they first started playing varsity football 30 years ago, the first district win was against Nixon at Shirley Field.
Wow. So 30 years ago, at Shirley Field, Nixon and United South played their first district win. 30-year anniversary. They're at the 2-yard line. Nixon will give it to, and he is blown up at the line. What a gap fill that was there, as that was the linebacker. I mean, you're talking about the D tackles doing their job, but the linebackers filling those spots and filling those gaps. And that one, Ibarra, goes nowhere for no yards.
The following year, I think that's when Coach Sanchez got to Nixon.
To Nixon, yes. Yeah. And kudos to him, because we talked to him yesterday that was here. He was at Holmes, he was at Nixon, and United South. So 200 wins, 3 teams.
At United. For Sanchez?
For Coach Sanchez, yes. Yeah. And that was, I believe, Ibarra.
And
after all that, the pile, he gets to the 1.
Here comes a big 4th down. Looking forward to this one right here.
4th and goal, Coach, at the 1. United South defense is out there, and
There's
a flag.
A penalty.
What a stop.
Probably false start.
And they're, believe the line judge. The line judge from the near side is walking over to the white hat. They did stop him on a 4th and goal from the 1. Gonna see what the flag is for. If it was on defense,
I haven't seen the call yet.
I mean, we saw the flag come out, and it's on the near side, so not sure what the call was. We're gonna get it here.
Offside defense.
So defense was offsides. Again, when you have your hat, the crown of the hat of your helmet over the ball, I mean, they're gonna call it, and now they put it half the distance to the goal. So, a penalty by the defense.
It should be in the same spot. So one more down, see what happens. They're probably gonna do the same thing again. Nixon is.
So Nixon has it. And we'll give it to Tovar. Tovar pushing
again
forward. And not sure he got it.
Nope.
They're coming through and looking.
Nope, he didn't get it. Line judge
the line judge, no. He did not get in. United South stop. They stop number 25, Tovar, right at the half-yard line and does not let him go in. They were knocking on the door, and no one was home for United South. United South says, no, nobody's home tonight. We're going to take the victory.
That's what they said. Nobody's home, so bye, Felicia.
Zeros on the board. We go to the 4th quarter now as they stopped. That was a drive that started at their own 27-yard line.
You want to talk about a drive? Let's talk about that drive going back to Eagle Pass tonight.
15-play drive. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. 15-play drive that is stalled at the 1-yard line, a half-yard line. What a drive. We'll be back with more after this.
No points.
Llega un momento en la vida en que necesitamos cuidados especiales y cuando ese momento llegue, piense en Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation Center es un centro de enfermería especializada y de atención a largo plazo que brinda servicios integrales para esas personas que necesitan un tratamiento especializado que se centra en la atención de la demencia y el deterioro de la memoria y que a la vez necesita atenciones de enfermería especializadas. Maverick Nursing and Rehabilitation lo espera en el 3106 Bob Rogers, aquí en Eagle Pass. Para mayores informes llame al 830-335-4832.
Fourth quarter now. 45-37 as the United South Panthers stop Nixon, and they have it at their own 1 yard. Actually, it's at the half-yard line. I think that's where they have it.
This is going to be a very important snap.
And that one goes, they're shooting some, they're shooting
T-shirts
up on the stands, and they got they got some good hydraulic machines down there that it came all the way up here to where we were at. There's another one going up here.
Those were not donated by the NRA, so yeah.
In his own end zone, Hernandez and Benavides at the half-yard line, trying to get out of the end zone.
And he did barely.
Barely, as he was stopped by number 13, Matthew Corminga. And he gets it to the 2-yard line, 2nd and 9. Let me tell you the schedule of what we're going to do next week.
All right.
Because, of course, we have Thursday night and we have Saturday night. That one, too. Benavides will get it across the 5 and gets flipped.
That was a big second down run inside their own 1.
To the 8. And that's a, 6-yard carry, 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Ball on left hash.
Ball on the left hash, yes. And 2 receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side.
I want to see if Cisneros going to get the ball anytime soon. We haven't seen him with the ball in a while now.
Yeah, the ball to the 10.
See if they can get the ball to Toby Cisneros, number 1. He's been doing his job blocking on every run play so far, so I don't see why you wouldn't reward the kid right now with a little slant or a go route. You know, nothing wrong with that. I think receivers like that route. Just take off. Throw it up there. Come down with it. That's it.
So they get the 2 yards that they needed. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at their
11.
At their 11?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the ball at the 11, so it was a 3-yard carry.
Brian with the carry.
To the far side, he's at the 25.
Yeah, he's got a first down and more.
And gets it across the 30. Actually, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the
30-yard line.
30-yard line? Actually,
31.
No, 34.
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
23-yard run. They were at the 11.
I will agree with you every time.
Well, if you're at the 11 and you get to the 34, it's a plus or minus, Coach.
I'm not looking at that. I'm not a numbers guy.
You add and subtract.
That's your job.
That's my job, right?
I am a guest.
You're a guest, yes.
I was not asked to add or subtract. Just show up.
Show up and have fun, right?
And make loud noises and laugh and talk about some history.
Actually, I'm back here Tuesday for volleyball. Nixon and LBJ. That's gonna be a fun one at Nixon High School.
I don't know what I'm gonna be on Tuesday, but I'll let you know.
And then we're here Thursday night. LBJ Eagle Pass.
I could probably make that
Thursday night,
make that, yeah.
7 o'clock. And then we're back in Eagle Pass. Win and McCullum.
Get here at 7:30. 7 o'clock's early for me.
Actually,
I'll try to be here.
You're gonna try and make it.
Yeah.
Please try and make it.
I will.
45-37, fourth quarter.
it's another handoff.
Benavides to the outside. He's breaks a tackle. He's at the 40, cuts back inside.
Oh, nice cut.
He's at the 25,
And
and he gets some blocking in front. Touchdown! Panthers.
Receivers blocking again. Way to go.
We're going to call that a 66-yard touchdown run. It was at the 34. 66 yards.
You're still asking me numbers questions.
66 yards to the house. Touchdown run for Brian Benavides with 9:53 left here in the fourth quarter to tack on 6 more points as they take
Oh, yeah, that's 6 points for touchdown.
a
I can do that.
51-37 lead. Yeah. Okay, so we're at
going for 2.
They're going for 2.
Throw it to Toby. And he got it.
And did he get the 2-point conversion? Yes, he did.
There's a reward for the blocking downfield.
There you go. 53-37 is the score. And we are at 90 points, Coach.
Phenomenal.
100 points was last Thursday.
I think there's at least 3 touchdowns to be scored by both teams combined. So I don't know who's going to score 2 or 1 or all 3, but I think there's 3 touchdowns left in this game from both teams.
Even with 9:53 left?
Yes. They scored 3 in 2 minutes, so yes.
We'll be back with more after this.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage.
We're back live. United South kicking off. Number 1 gets it at the 24. Tries to make a couple of moves and gets dropped near the 26-yard line.
Sion Martinez.
Sion Martinez in on a tackle. Austin Garcia is on special teams. That's kind of new to have your quarterback in special teams.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, unless
they play to win the game.
Well, I know that, but
he might make a throwback. You know,
Coach, a five play drive that they started at the 1 yard line, a 99-yard scoring drive.
Quarterback keeper, and he should have handed off.
Was that
Austin Garcia?
That was Austin Garcia on the run.
It never looked like
they had it at
had
the
any intention to pitch it.
Oh, the what?
It didn't look like he had any intention to pitch it or hand it off. It was probably a busted play.
I mean, he did get some positive yardage to the 30, Coach.
Yeah, it happens on busted plays. Sometimes people score.
4-yard carry there for Garcia, 2nd and 6, with 9:16 left. Out to the outside, and that's number 24.
Ooh, nice hit by number 11.
And that way late hit on the out of bounds. I don't know if it was 27 Jonathan Hernandez who came in late there and got a little extra.
There is a history there of late flags from that player.
The ball to the 31. Gonna check the flag. I'm trying to see who that run was at number 24.
It was number 24. It was Jesus Compian.
Compian.
Yes.
Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
No, yours is this one right here. That was mine. This is yours.
All right.
Yeah. Can you hear it? Can you hear yourself?
Yes, I can. I hear voices in my head.
9:08 left. And then if you want to hear more there you go. That ball to the 46 now.
And there's Ibarra.
No, actually, it was
Tobar, excuse me.
Tobar, number 25.
Yeah, that guy he needs to be bottled up. Do not let that guy out.
So the ball was at the 46 on the 1st and 10, and he gets it across to United South Territory to their 46.
24.
2nd and 2. And that's Compian with the carry. Gashes the United South Panther defense. And again, they're running between the tackles, Coach. I mean,
Yes.
there's anything different that Nixon does, Coach. It's hard-nosed football. It's old school football. It's the slot T. This is what we're gonna do. Garcia under center on the 1st and 10. That's a nice gap tackle as the defensive line for United South came in crashing inside. And I believe no gain on that one. That was number 25. 2nd and 10.
We got one of the viewers gonna send out a shout out to Eli.
To who?
In Grand Prairie, Texas, watching the game.
There you go. All the way from Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie in the house. Welcome, Grand Prairie. Eli Castillo.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll know exactly when we're going to be on. Loss of 2 yards, 3rd and 12. Actually, no. Gain 2 yards, 3rd and 8. I was trying to see who the ball carrier was. Was it number 24 or 25? I don't want to give somebody a carry that didn't carry the ball. Garcia under center. Now
Got
receiver to the near side, receiver to the far side.
Keeper.
Garcia keeps it himself and gets it to the 25. And a host of Panthers on him. Needed 8 for a first down and got
4th and 3.
Rodrigo.
4th and 3 to go.
4th and 3.
And here comes that.
To the 26, just out the 26. So 4th and 3, a 5-yard carry for number 1, Garcia. Garcia sprints out, talks to Coach Villalon, comes back to the huddle. 14 seconds on the play clock. 6:42 under to play.
That's what I would have done.
To Tovar to the outside. And nice play there by the Zion Martinez. Is it Zion Martinez who made the tackle there?
Yes, it was.
Was it
helmetless Zion?
That's number
6.
6 or 8?
Who was it? Number 6. It was number 6 made the tackle.
No, it was number 8. You know that the numbers up here sometimes. That's number 8, Coach.
What number is that?
Number 8 right there.
Guys, screaming, look. 6.
That's Brian.
6.
Is it 6?
Yes.
Okay. It's because the numbers are shiny.
It's because
so on a 4th and 3,
you just drove along.
Didn't get it.
A long way from here, and your eyes are tired. So it's okay. I'll let it slide this time.
First play, Benavides gets it. He's near side 30, stiff arms, and goes out of bounds. And there is a flag.
Oh.
That was late flag.
Extracurricular right there. No need for that one.
They had it at their own 29 on the 1st and 10. The run by Benavides to the near side gets it to the 34. Gonna check the flag. 4th quarter, 6:23 left, Coach. 6:23. Do you drive methodically, keep it on the ground, keep the clock running? That one is on the defense.
They're gonna keep running it. Try to waste as much time as possible, and of course score. There's no reason to be driving the ball not score, so they're going to keep going with some RPOs probably, some outside zones and counters. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a keeper in there.
So after the flag and the assessment of the 15 yards, I guess the ball was at the 35 at the end of the run. They added 15 yards, so it's at the 50. So a 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. Now Hernandez will go under center. Single back, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. We'll give it to Benavides. A nice tackle there by the linebacker shooting inside.
Both linebackers.
Yeah, both linebackers met Benavides in the backfield. Actually, he lost a yard there. That's the first time tonight that I see him lose yardage. It's always been positive yards.
It's going to rain.
2nd and 11. You said what?
It's going to rain. He lost yards. It's not good.
3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation, 53-37. 5:48 left. Jet sweep, near side, 45. And that was
number 3.
Number 3 on the ball carry. That's Juan Martinez. Gets it to the 40.
He gets the first down on that carry.
How do you get a? Oh yeah, first and 10. It's an 11-yard carry.
I didn't do the math. I just saw the refs move the
You
sticks.
just saw the
I
chains
just saw the
move,
refs
right?
move the stick. So
Two receivers to the near side, two to the far side.
And there's a big number 1 on the new LED down marker. Thank
Benavides shreds the interior and gets it across the 30 to the 28-yard, the 25 to the 23-yard line. That's a 17-yard carry.
It's a good quick hitter right there. Now they can take their time in the huddle.
Well, I mean,
and then run it again. For sure.
Two receivers to the far side, two to the near side. Shotgun formation for Hernandez. Benavides, as the ball is in the left hash, will give to Benavides. Benavides just shakes and bakes. He's at the 15. He's at the 10, spins.
Nice spin.
At the 5. And
he's
does
got
he
another
go in?
touchdown.
Yes, he does. A touchdown. Brian Benavides, number 22, as he dives in from like the 3-yard line and extends the ball across for a touchdown.
I'm sure
Panthers.
Coach Garcia, the running backs coach, taught him that. So, shout out to Coach Garcia. Yes, great job.
All the runs for Brian Benavides with 4:54, except for that one rush to Martinez. 23-yard touchdown run. What a special young man. 23 yards. And he makes it 59.
And the field goal is good.
To 37 with the
Chris
point after.
John
Good.
with the field goal.
60 to 37. That's 97 points, Coach.
Are we still? We still need one more score.
We still need one more score to beat the score
I
from
think
Alexander Martin.
It's gonna come with a score on defense. Calling it.
You're calling it?
Yep. Somebody's gonna score on defense. I'm still waiting for that turnover, and it might turn into points. Why not? Anything can happen.
Coach,
we had back-to-back kickoff returns. Why not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen some high-scoring games. Week 1, week 2. Of course, you always get high-scoring games with United and Vela and San Marcos and all these guys that can put up points. I mean, I've seen some high-scoring games early here. Week 5, Texas high school football, Thursday Night Lights, Thursday Night Football, presented to you by Hacienda Ford and Real Sports Live. We're with Coach Castillo.
Hello.
JL.
J
JL Castillo.
To the L. Yes.
J to the
He
L.
is
JLC.
And I am him. We're the same person.
Live for the first time, Coach Castillo joined us at the I think it was in the second quarter when you joined us.
Yes.
I thought you were going to be here the first.
There was this thing called
traffic?
Tailgate.
Oh, there you go. Tailgating.
So I went to go eat.
There
Sorry.
you go.
Big boy got to eat.
Big boy got to eat. And you didn't even bring me any.
They brought some for the other.
Yeah, they didn't bring it for me. You're going to have to take me to Taco Tote or something.
No. Ringo's probably.
And that ball gets all the way down to the 3-yard line. They called a fair catch.
Oh, big mistake.
And, yeah, it's a big mistake because they called a fair catch at the 20, and it rolled all the way back to the 2-yard line. And that's where Nixon will have the ball. Coach, they had it with 6:23.
So can I get the defensive score now or no? Yes, I think it's coming right now.
Can you? Will you?
Yes.
Nixon at their own.
It doesn't even have to be a hit. I think it could be just a bad snap. Somebody picks it up and just walks in. At this close,
scoop and
you
score?
never know. You never know. They're so close. It could have happened when South was at their own one. Now there's a chance Nixon probably get unless Tovar or Ibarra take it to the house 95 yards. So that'll be the only way it doesn't happen.
the way things go, right?
Yes.
You're at the 3. A 97-yard touchdown run is not out of the norm in this game.
No,
so,
I think once they get past the last guy on defense, either one of those guys is going to take it to the house. There's nobody, unfortunately, on that defense that can run them down. So it can happen.
We'll be back with more after this. Valdez Tire Record Service, located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. With 24-hour roadside service, commercial tow, automotive repair shop, call us today at 830-757-3102. Valdez Tire Record Service wishes the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Win Mavericks a successful team season. We're back live, and that first carry there on a 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line goes nowhere. As I believe it was, I don't know if it was Ibarra or Tovar who got that carry. But no gain, 2nd and 10.
And here comes the pass, finally.
And Garcia will throw it out of his end zone. And the intended receiver was number 10, I believe.
Just a bit outside. Number 20 was intended
Number
receiver.
20.
Yes, it was.
And that was Steve Tyler, the senior running back, getting some time here. That pass is incomplete. Not very many passes from Garcia tonight. Brings a 3rd and 10.
I think they're going to run it one more time just to get out of that inside the 5 area, just so they can give some space for the punter, because they're probably going to end up punting if they don't get this first down right. And there goes the 2 points on defense. Thank you very much.
And they sack him in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. That was number 25. 25 or 35 with that sack.
More than likely it was
As
25.
Ibarra gets sacked in the end zone for 2 points.
Safety.
A safety.
And now we're at 100?
No.
Not yet?
No, not yet. Because 60 and 37 is 97.
Well, there's 4
plus
minutes
2.
left. I think
plus 2 is 99.
Toby needs to score, probably. Or B. Ryan. Yes, I'm a homer. I'm not trying to be neutral here. Sorry. Yeah.
It's all right. It's one of those things, Coach, that when you're in broadcasting, a lot of times you want to stay neutral, but because you're an alumni and you graduated from United South, you know these kids too. It's one of those things. Hey, talking about the win, we didn't talk much about it, but there's no reason why the win should be a factor, because we haven't seen many passes.
Even though the flagpole here at the sack is pretty high, where the flag is flying there, and it looks like it's really, really hard.
Yesterday I went to Kruger, right? Because we played United, the JV and the freshmen.
Okay.
And we got here early, so we went to Pino's Burgers.
Good for you.
It's a good spot.
Yes, it is.
So if anybody related to Pino or Pino's Burgers, if you want your commercial on Real Sports Live,
I'm sure.
Real Sports Live Southwest.
You already gave me one.
Call me, 830-968-2010. That's the number to call. 4:03 left, 62-37. Fourth quarter, Thursday night lights, Thursday night football. Texas high school football, nothing gets better like watching it live on Real Sports Live Southwest. And there's a squibble kick. 22 gets it at the 45 and just goes out of bounds.
Smart play.
At the 47.
No need to get hurt in that play on one of those.
Yeah, I know, right?
Kicks,
on one of those. I am going back tonight, so should be getting home about midnight. Well, it depends if you're gonna take me to eat after this, Coach.
The long drives.
Yes, the long drives.
The long drives we had in this game, and now the long drive back home. So I had a couple of those a couple of weeks ago, driving to Harlingen and back, and then to Harlan back.
Hey, how was your vacation? Or how was that concert you went to not too long ago?
Which one?
I don't know. You went to a couple of them, right?
I have been to many.
1st and 10 from the 47. And we got number 10.
Aguirre.
Now Matthew Aguirre. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. 10. Pushed. Touchdown. Panthers. Put 6 more points on the board.
Good.
As Matthew Aguirre, number 23.
Getting it done.
Takes it in.
Taking advantage of that opportunity right there.
53 yards out. 53-yard touchdown run with 3 3:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Well, guess what? That's 68.
How many touchdowns have been? 2 or 3?
Who, for Aguirre?
No, from when I said there's going to be 3 more touchdowns.
After which one? After the 23-yard touchdown?
Right. Probably after the Brian.
After the Brian one?
Yeah.
Actually, well, it's a sack and a touchdown, so it's just one.
Yeah, one. All right. We got over 100 points.
Yeah, the 100 points that they scored last week, Martin and Alexander, that's broken.
All right.
So we see on another Thursday night game.
Tomorrow, I think.
Friday.
The challenge has been made for anybody. Let's try to keep it going here at the SAC. There's nothing wrong with having high-scoring games. That's
Alexander and LBJ are here tomorrow night.
I'm sure that somebody's gonna put up points.
It's a track
over there
meet.
in Eagle Pass. Good luck tomorrow too.
Yeah, United and Eagle Pass are gonna
Good
be.
luck on scoring having high score in the game. That's what I meant. Yeah, everybody needs to score points.
Is it the 2019 year of the shootouts?
I hope so. I really do. That means it's going to be exciting to whoever the top 4 teams are going to be going into the playoffs. It's going to go down hopefully to the last 2 weeks. Something to play for at the end. It's always fun, I guess, as a fan, now that I'm a fan. I want to see this high-scoring games. Yes.
Yeah, because you when you have high-scoring games, you have these games that are up and down. It keeps you on your seat. It keeps you off your seat, too, because you're always cheering for a touchdown to happen. But it's agonizing when you're on the other end of it, right?
Correct.
So they're going to, with 3:47 after the touchdown, and the point after is good. 69-37. We're going to update the score.
Just like that, it changed again.
69-37 fourth quarter. We'll be back with more after this.
Our Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
Campos Auto Sales, atendido personalmente por su propietario Miguel Campos. Le ofrece los mejores autos, SUVs y camionetas del condado de Maverick. Trabajamos con 5 bancos para financiar el auto que usted quiere o necesite. Denos la oportunidad de atenderlo. Campos Auto Sales.
And we're back live, 69-37 fourth quarter. It's been a track meet in the second half. I was trying to see what was the halftime score. I don't even remember what the halftime score was. Let's go back to what was the score at halftime.
I posted it, I think, it was 32-23 South.
32-23.
Yes.
32-23. United South was leading. And how many points have been scored in the second half?
Well, you're the calculator. Go ahead.
In the second half, there has been
a lot.
61 points scored. Or 61 points have been put up.
Welcome back, Efrain Hernandez. Hopefully you stay the rest of the season.
Oh, actually, no. I'm the math is wrong. Sorry.
Oh, one job.
My bad. It's
hand off to
51.
Number 20.
That's number 24 on the outside and gets it to the.
It was Stephen Taylor, number 20.
Number 20?
Yes, sir.
So from their own 28-yard line, that's where they had it, right?
Correct. Now it's on the 39.
So now it's at the 39.
Going.
1st and 10. That's an 11-yard carry.
North
so
to
still running the ball. Like, they have not deviated from what they do.
They're not.
Now near side crosses the 40. That one to number. Trying to see who that is. The ball carrier. Was that number 4? That's number 4.
Correct.
With the ball carrier. 3:06 left.
Number 20 again.
Number 20 to the outside. He's trying to get the edge and gets dropped by number 35.
35. Hilario. Good kid. Good kid.
Must have worn out 12 pencils by now. Yes, we have we have like 4 or 5 pencils here. So at the 40 on a second and it was a 2nd and 9. They give it to number 20 and he goes back to the 38.
And 4th down coming up.
And it was a 30 and 11.
That was 4.
And was that number 24?
Yes. No, 20 again probably.
20 again.
Mm-hmm.
Number 20.
Steven Taylor.
Will lose another yard to the 36. Actually, 2 yards to the 36. So it's 4th and 13 for Nixon. And we won't have a repeat performance of last year. As far as it being close. Because it was close last year, right?
Just in the first half.
Just the first half.
Like it was in this game as well. Well, probably in the 3rd quarter. Because they scored right away twice, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so at halftime it was 32-23. Now, in the second half, it's 69-37. So the difference is 51 points scored in the second half. 51 points.
Phenomenal.
I did my math right. So from 23 to 37 is 14 points. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And then 37 points. That's 5 touchdowns.
You do your own taxes as well. You do your own taxes too.
I don't do my taxes. I have somebody do my taxes. I just give them the papers.
That's cool, man.
Why? You don't? I
You're
don't need
really
to make
good with
my
math.
taxes. I have somebody. I have my tax preparer make my taxes.
Oh. I got somebody at school does them for me. The VITA representative. Shout out to those people who do a great job.
A minute 36 and Nixon calls their final timeout. 4th and 13. Now, with this Thursday night football game, now it gets me excited for Friday night football. CC Win will come down to Shirley Field, 7:30 game over at Shirley Field. As Coach Charles and the Martin Tigers will host the CC Win Mavericks. CC Win coming in at 2-2. I think Martin is coming in 2-2 also, right?
Yes. Lost to Alexander and someone else. I don't remember who.
You don't remember who it was?
I don't think I follow Martin very much. I know they play in LISD.
And
they
a
play at
punt.
Shirley Field.
So with a minute 23, do you just kneel it 4 times?
Sure.
Coach? I mean,
they lost to Nixon.
They lost to Nixon.
They
Yeah,
lost
that's
to
right.
Nixon
In the Hammer
week
Bowl.
33-30.
Yeah, they lost to Nixon in that final. It was a final play of I think they fumbled. If they would have not fumbled, they would have scored.
Yes, and then they were down in week 2 for a while. Nixon was.
Well,
to Ciarroa, that was a pretty good game.
Yeah, and that was another game that they won at the end. And then the Roma game, even the Roma game, they were down, but it was a back and forth thing. And in the second half, they were able to. The ball carrier there was number. Who was that? Who was the ball carrier? Do you remember?
No, I was looking at the stat sheet.
So from their own 14 they get 9 yards. So they get it to the 23. It's a 2nd and 1.
Okay.
And that one is number.
Who's 40?
41?
41? I think it's Sanchez.
41 is Daniel Hinojosa.
Oh, Hinojosa, excuse me.
Hinojosa is just a junior.
Yes, good kid.
So that was the last carry for Hinojosa as he went for no yardage there. Got a 9-yard carry and then a no-yard carry. 69-37. We're gonna have a post-game show real quick.
Overall impressed.
So we'll talk about our post-game thoughts and how you saw the game. I don't know if we're gonna recap
from really high.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna recap, but
it's really high up here.
Thursday night football presented to you by Hacienda Ford and Ram Country Outer World. Visit Ram Country Outer World, 1997 North Veterans Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. Freddie Rea with you alongside Jose Luis Castillo, JL Castillo, Coach Castillo, joining us for tonight's broadcast. We're going to be back with the post-game show in just a bit.
Bienvenidos al restaurante Lulu. Los esperamos a almorzar o al buffet. Rica comida. Tenemos deliciosa comida casera, donde la comida se hace con mucho amor. Aquí los esperamos. Bienvenidos.
Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway, wants to wish the Eagle Pass Eagles and the CC Wood Mavericks a successful season. From the Rodriguez family, come by before or after the game and enjoy some great food.
StatER does its testing and evaluations quickly without the delays of a traditional emergency room. We utilize the full services of a standard ER department, including CT scan, bedside emergency ultrasound, x-rays, and a full clinical laboratory, with a focus on getting you taken care of without long wait times. Stat Emergency Center is here to offer emergency services any day of the week and around the clock. Get the care you deserve. Get treated, not seated.
Texas Diamond Garage is located at 2881 North Veterans Boulevard. Personalize your car, truck, or SUV. Accessories, lift kits, maintenance, brake jobs, oil changes, and filter change. Best tires and rims around. Call them at 830-776-5363. That's Texas Diamond Garage.
And we're back live, post-game show, brought to you by Hacienda Ford, and I'm gonna give out a game ball, our Real Sports Live Player of the Game, Efrain Hernandez.
Yes.
I know B-Rad and Brian Benavidez had a breakout game too, but having Hernandez back in the backfield as a quarterback changes the complexity of what United South can and cannot do.
Definitely. Always there's going to be that threat throwing it downfield a little bit more accurately, even though Brian did complete some passes when Efrain was out. But I think you saw he was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
For somebody that's been out a couple of weeks, most of his throws were on target. And, you know, if it wasn't for that drop that Cisneros had earlier in the beginning, was it the second half or the end of the second quarter?
Yeah,
he would have had probably a perfect game. So that shout out to him. I mean, that's a good pick for game ball.
Exactly. So the offensive player of the game for Real Sports Live is Efrain Hernandez. As we go to the stat sheets and we go to it was 32-23 at half, and then Nixon opens up with a 3-play drive, a 62-yard touchdown run that gashes the United South Panther defense. With 10:56 in the third quarter, they tack on 32-29, and then right back as we talked about it, and we talked about it with a less than a minute, 3 plays, and it was Brian Benavidez with a 7-yard touchdown run, but was two completions to Toby in that one. He went 2 for 2 in that drive that gave him of course that long pass, that catch and run to set up that 7-yard touchdown run with 9:57 left in the third. Made it 38-29. It was a 9-point lead for United South. Then one play, it's all it took. 76-yard touchdown run. Ibarra comes right back. 20 seconds.
Great job by that kid and the other one, Mr. Ibarra and Tobar. Those kids played their butts off tonight. You can't say anything.
You
can't say anything bad about it. They battled until the end as much as they could to, I guess, catch up or take the lead against South. But at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. But they kept their team in the game with those long runs and that explosiveness. I mean, you can't coach that, man. That speed.
No, you can't. 39-35 was the score after that touchdown. And then we go to an 11-play drive that United South just goes down the field. 11-play drive that started at their own 16-yard line. That's an 84-yard drive that just eats up the time. And again, Brian Benavides with a 16-yard touchdown made it 45-37. And then Nixon takes a 15-play drive that stalls at the 1 in the defense. We talked about it.
Right. I was surprised actually on that
stop.
Inside the 5, they had 5 plays actually to get in there because of the penalty.
Yep.
And still, I was kind of surprised. I'm hats off to the defense for
stopping
them down and stopping them, and you're not gonna score.
And you called it. You called it because you said it had to happen where they had to have that one stop in order to stop the momentum.
Right.
And they did.
And then came that defensive score that we needed. So it needed to happen, and it did. So kudos to them. But, I'd like to give a shout-out to the receivers for South tonight. They blocked their butts off. Every big run, every big play that they had, everything was because they were blocking without being called for holding, without blocking in the back. The little things that's going to ruin a drive.
Exactly.
And it didn't happen this time. They were focused. They knew what they needed to do. They had a job to do, and I think they did a pretty good job. And the big play showed it on the field. So congratulations to those receivers and their coaches. They did pretty good on what they had to do today.
Yeah, and going back, I know I said 45-37, and then Nixon had the ball, and then United South with 9:53 in the fourth quarter, 66-yard touchdown run through the defense of Nixon. Again, Brian Benavides goes for 66 yards. 53-37 after that touchdown, and then Nixon stalled on a 4th and 3 turnover on downs, could not get anything going there after that. And then we were talking about getting to the 100-point mark. Well, with 6:23, United South gets the ball, and they go from their own 29, start at their own 29, and then with 4:54, a 23-yard touchdown run by Benavides. Did he score 5 touchdowns today?
Probably.
I think it was 5, right?
There was so much scoring today, I did not keep track since I'm not doing stat books anymore.
Well, look, you know what? I mean, I have my own stats here,
right.
but 59-37 and then 60-37 with the point after
Most
attempt.
of them were, Brian, until the last one, Matthew got in there, and of course, Efrain had that first one.
Exactly. So, I think he did.
I think had one on a passing play from Hernandez.
Yes, that's right, in the first half. So, 68-37. We tack on that 23-yard touchdown run, and then we have Nixon getting sacked for the safety, and then a one play, 53-yard touchdown run by Matthew with 3:47, and that's how we got to 68.
Even though Nixon lost tonight, I mean, I think they have an opportunity to get that first district win. I wouldn't doubt it with those 2 players that they have, Ibarra and Tovar. Anything can happen. Those kids are so fast and tough. I mean, they play hard. I wouldn't doubt it. Nixon does probably get their first district win. With who? Against who? I don't know. Whoever comes thinking that they're going to beat Nixon, plain and simple, without even putting any effort, is going to get beat by Nixon.
There you go. Kudos to both teams for giving us a great show tonight. Thursday night lights. And again, the game ball goes to Efrain Hernandez. Just pure effort